Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for the first episode of the new year. Let's get started. Let's have fun. And what many more tangents will be happening throughout the year. And what new guests we'll be having. Let us know what new guests you'll want to see on the channel and on the podcast overall. So let's see and let us know. Let's start the show, Sam.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Anime Lately podcast. I'm your host, Sam the Manga Man, and here with me are my brotakus. Introducing first, the most wholesome content creator, the director of anime, the certified king of games, Mr. Twitter verified, oh my brother, testify for Ray Apollo. Our next devilish, handsome tiefling is a demon in a Black Clover community. He has a great love for Weekly Show and Jump, but not too much, where Shueisha's going to lock his Twitter account. He is the Hurricane Typhoon, Legend Vash, the Nutter Butter Lover, the Wholesome Booty Juice Guzzler, Miguel Parra. And finally, our last Brotaku brethren is the CEO of Careful for Spoilers Podcast Network, the host of Careful Spoilers' new show, Villains, founder of the No Anime, No Life Facebook group. He is JB exclusive, the incredibly talented James Barnes. How we doing?
First intro of the year. Didn't skip a beat. My boys. Give it up. Chad, give it up for Sam. Man, my boy. Every time. Always great. Welcome back, boys. We made it.
That's true. We made it.
Yeah. Barely made it in 2021, but here we are. 2020 tried to take me out in last ditch effort. Ain't worked. I lived, bitch.
Literally, like those mutant monster that literally crashed through the door into 2021.
Or technically, if you are slime, if you ate our girl Shino's food, you would have died in an instant heartbeat.
But no, here we are. We made it, and I'm glad to be back. So,
not lie, I missed a show. You know, we had a good. Technically, it was supposed to be 1 week break, but 2 week break it happened, and it was states a lot of stuff, chaos was happening last week. So it's a good mental health break. Yeah. So for those that don't know, mental health break are needed, and you guys should take one. If you know you're having stressful day, stressful life, it's good to turn off social media and just enjoy yourself with your partner, with yourself, and just enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, because things is crazy right now, and because we all know normal's not a real thing, but none of this is like supposed to happen. Let's be very real. So it's okay to take it easy and want to take a break for yourself, because it's all wild, and I hate it. Yeah. So, but we're here to talk about some anime and just catch up with each other. So this is basically our time to hang out, and y'all get to watch it.
It technically is it's technically, because if you guys know, we are in the 13th day of the year, and this is the first time we're all hanging out for the first time. If you also count the mangas from 2 weeks ago, then I guess too.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, did we get manga this Sunday?
Yes, we do this Sunday. Yes, we do. Yeah. We get mangas, Attack on Titan, and Jobless Anime. Whoa!
Yeah,
a lot of content.
I read One Punch Man before we got started, and man, still GOAT. God, it's so good.
I'm a few behind. I need to catch up.
Yeah, it's getting crazy. I still
because it's funny.
Tornado became one of my favorite characters. Period.
Yeah, because it's funny because this sent me notification. Would you want to see Tornado do this and that? I'm like, boy, I haven't even read this series. How can you tell me notification that I can't even read?
Kirk is like, I hate it here. Yep, that's me. Come pick me up. I hate it here. America, you got problems, bro. But no, yeah, One Punch Man still. I talk so much ish about the anime. I did, and I know I did. But the manga, so good. I'm having such a good time. Every chapter, I'm like, yup, I like this. And we finally got to see Blast, which is like, right? Okay.
And your little person,
Yeah, we got a little bit of personality from him too. Yeah. It's like, okay, so you are a hero.
How come?
So it's like, so what happened? Like, what happened? Like, this dude is like an actual. It's like the hero. So when you see this dude, you like, oh, that seems like a character from My Hero Academia. Like, he's a hero. And then you have all these other heroes in the One Punch Man universe. You're like, what happened? How come none of them are like him? So it's like, I think that's the really interesting thing. I like that.
Like, how come he's speaking like this? How come this makes it so familiar? I was like, what?
It's real interesting. I'm like, what the heck? So, but my boy Demon Cyborg has come so far. He came so far.
He's not like the he's not getting Vegeta.
He's not getting Vegeta or Sasuke. He's not. He's the sidekick that survived, y'all.
Question.
He's actually the sidekick that's GOAT right now.
Exactly. He survived. I'm like, that's what's up. We love to see it.
Question, like, isn't that so sad that we have a phrase for a character that gets side piece like that? Like, it's like Vegeta and Sasuke. Like, that's so, like, that's sad to say
but
that.
The original
it's very depressing.
is, Vegeta. Like,
yeah.
you get Vegeta and it's all bad. So recently, Sasuke got Vegeta. I can't wait to see that next chapter, by the way.
Which is literally next Wednesday. Which is literally next Wednesday for us to cover.
I'm excited.
The thing is, if Genos gets Vegeta literally at the end, I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna be so mad. Well, with that last panel, Sam, I was a little worried because I'm like, if he betrays him in this moment, I'm gonna be pissed.
I'd be like, you son of a bitch. We all knew you were gonna.
We knew it exactly. We all knew, but it's like we didn't want to see it happen. So I don't know. We'll see. But I want more of that real bad.
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
So hey, let's talk about this question in chat real quick because I feel like we all have a pretty interesting perspective about this one. Can I call you La or would you prefer LA? I don't know. Ask what's your thoughts? What you guys' thoughts about Sony ruining this industry by buying more anime studios? I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. But it's just that.
But thing is, people forget it's a monopoly. Like is money out there. If you guys didn't know what happened 2 years ago, Disney Plus bought. Not Disney Plus. Disney Studio bought Fox.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they also
they own Fox, Lucasfilm, and Marvel Studios,
right?
Like,
and Pixar.
That's a monopoly, if you ask me. That is
National Geographic.
That's a media conglomerate monopoly.
And plus Hulu. and plus Hulu and
Hulu
and plus ESPN and plus ABC.
What Sony is doing is really
trying to survive.
I feel like they're trying to survive, but also formalize the localization, I think, of all of this stuff by giving it a pipeline. It's all really scattered right now. And for them to be buying these studios is fine. They're not buying the licenses to everything. They're just like the studios that produce the things that buy the licenses. You know what I'm saying? And so we're basically just getting more ways to watch these things, essentially. And yeah, their servers are doo-doo butt cheeks, but
that's putting it nicely.
That is
they're not gonna just say, oh, you can only use our stuff now. No, if anything, they're buying their stuff to use their stuff so it becomes better. Like let's be real. Like, that's why they're buying this stuff. So it's like, yeah, while it might seem like a real bad thing, I feel like we're gonna benefit from it in the long run because now all of our stuff will be in one library. At least it better be. And then we can get more of it. So
I expect one library, a better user interface,
that would be
stronger servers. That would be lovely.
Because they basically just bought the people who were doing what they were trying to do way better than them. So you would think that would mean that they are going to get better, or just basically, hey, we bought you, so now we can put all our stuff on your service, which is what I'm hoping happens.
But also it's more
correction. So Disney does own majority of Hulu, like they own like 70% of it,
which is a controlling majority, meaning
correct?
That they basically own it. So
and plus, to add to what Ray was saying, is that what Sony is doing is that they're also giving about the licensing to those anime studios and the anime songs and everything. They're in Japan and plus helping out with a resource, aka money. That's where those studios that if they need to do more animation, like Studio Dean with 70 cents, they could do more money and give more fun with that. That's why animes get better. That's why they have more animators. aka Mappa Studio have 300 plus employees. For that reason, that's why Sony is doing that. And also they're trying to hit more of that demographic, what Disney has been doing, they're hitting more of the Western, more international. Sony is hitting, okay, what haven't they not bought? So we could localize ourselves and what we could kind of hit.
And Kirk's like, y'all too confident. It ain't my money. If it's like this ain't hurting me. It ain't gonna hurt you neither. Literally, you're a consumer. They ain't gonna be like, no, you can't watch anime no more. No, they want your money, fool. Like, this ain't gonna hurt you. Like, they literally are just trying to make ways for them to make more money. And that ain't gonna affect us at all. It literally won't.
No. In fact, it will actually help more worldwide, nationwide too.
It'll help more areas that don't have access to this stuff already have access to it.
Yeah, that's another thing I'm really excited for, distribution. Like better distribution for anime and stuff.
Like, that's what they've been improving with High Dive Verve, because High Dive has been doing more licensing with questionable content, because we could talk about the good plot content, if you get what I'm implying. the good plot content is what they've been more licensing, and I'm like, with what James said, with licensing, that's very important because things are being more legalized, meaning where we don't have to watch it in a third party, aka illegal kiss anime, stuff like that, where we can watch it much easier for ourselves to access. Yes, it's not in every single country, but that's where laws, you have to distribute in different servers, so things will get better. Just not better right now, but in due time, where contracts are being made and everything. It's just, yes, Kirk, we're being confident, but at the same time, it's not bad being optimistic.
I'm being hopeful, exactly. It's bad to be optimistic. Like, I'm being hopeful about it because ain't no way they're sitting up there twisting their mustache like, yeah, we got all the anime.
Yeah, and I mean, think about the alternative, right? Like, I don't think AT&T, as much of they have all the money in the world, I don't think they have the money to properly invest in Crunchyroll, which is why they sold it. So we can only benefit from this. I hate Funimation. I want Funimation to be put into Crunchyroll,
back where it was,
and make it better.
Put it back to where it was. That made me so mad, and I protested, never bought Funimation because of that. It pissed me off, so I never paid for it. I'm like, why would you do that? You took like a piece of a library. It's like, hey, the young adult fiction section of the library is going to start its own branch. What? No.
That doesn't get much popular. Like,
no, that doesn't help anything that started out on that service at all.
No.
So,
like, I like what Funimation does. They're smart with what they do, the content wise and everything else. Because the dub licensing, like me, I'm the type of person where I could listen to my dub to catch on with Slime with what I did while I could cook my food and everything. That's the great stuff that is for that type of content. But when you have a bad server where I can't even download an anime that's been there for 3 hours while I'm trying to go to work in 3 hours, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna download. Still downloading 3 episodes and then never finished. But I go to HBO Max, which is technically a later or much newer, thank you.
Yeah,
much newer server. I press download Batwoman and download in 2 seconds.
Yeah, Funimation,
big difference.
Their servers or apps. Every time I try to download something, it crashes. App crash every single time. No matter how many times I started, every single, like, what the hell?
The only place that the app works really good for me is on Roku.
That's
really
the only place where it works.
That is
why Roku?
Random.
Yeah. Whenever I put it on PlayStation, Xbox, it doesn't matter. Fire Stick,
like,
it's just garbage.
I use it on Fire Stick, and for some reason, every time I start it up, it looks like it's like something crash or about to slow down and stuff. Unless I like literally go back to the list, and it's normal again for some reason.
It's not bad on my smart TV. It's not bad. I have a Samsung. Yeah, I have a Samsung, and it's not bad on my smart TV. It's just that I wish it could load faster because it takes a while to buffer. But sadly, my smart TV don't have Crunchyroll, so I can't really just put Crunchyroll and just start reading sub. So I
use Apple TV for everything, and like I'll tell you right now, I don't have any issues with VRV.
I think because with Apple TV, you get your money's worth. Like, everything will work. For
mean, hopefully, like I feel like there should be there's some quality control at least, when it comes to the apps. So
yeah.
I want Funimation to be back under the VRV umbrella. Pretty please. That'd be great. Make that service like what it was. Like, that's the reason why it started and why it was so good in the beginning.
I think what I might be a little bit afraid of if Sony having their own kind of VRV just so that they could take it away.
If
That's
Sony
stupid.
was to be smart, they would literally just let VRV keep doing what it's doing and throw more marketing dollars behind it.
Correct.
It should.
Verve is
Like,
a smart business.
Throw the Funimation library back underneath VRV, throw more marketing money at it, and you have a service legitimately. Because now you also have those Crunchyroll originals that you can now keep pumping out, but now put more money into. So that way we have the animation and the plot, all that stuff, because now we got more money. Sony, don't do us dirty. I swear to goodness.
So Warner
Kirk.
Media owns VRV.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Well, it's
Which is
weird because
interesting.
Verve is made by Crunchyroll, and Crunchyroll owns Verve, though. It says
that's weird.
Yeah,
So
when I
that's-
looked it up, it
wait.
says parent company is Warner Media AT&T.
Oh, well, then that means that it technically got bought by Sony too, then, right?
Yeah. Because
Because if it was from
Yeah,
the AT&T
okay,
merger, then
that makes sense.
yeah,
man.
I'm about to say
So
like
that would
That was more
mean that they own it now too.
yeah,
Before it
because
was
That's good.
AT&T. Before it was AT&T that bought it. And something.
yeah, because
Mhm.
how can you buy the parent Crunchyroll but not buy the child Verve?
Right, which
That
would
makes
have
no
been
sense.
real weird.
Yeah.
But no. So that means Sony, like I said, don't do me dirty.
Yeah, because Verve never has issues, guys. I watch Verve on my commute. Sam also uses my account. He watches on his commute when he used to come here, before the pandemic and everything. And no problem. He download and it's done. Damn, it was about to make a year.
It's been so long.
What day is it?
Me and
Honestly,
Sam. What's
feel like
funny?
Starfield,
A year ago, me and Sam used to watch JoJo a year ago in my room in the other corner.
And now you're supposed to watch Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, that didn't happen.
Okay. And
Are
that's
we,
not
are, we,
start.
are we gonna go there now? Like
Yeah, I had to start the year like that, you know.
Hey Miguel, how many episodes of Hunter x Hunter have you watched since 2020?
Oh wait, anybody remembers? Like, see, guys,
It's
I'm gonna do a couple episodes.
2021.
So I see a question there. Called
Oh,
from Fushigoro.
wow.
What do you think of the reincarnated as a slime, and do you think there is otaku pandering on it? I don't get the second question.
Oh, what do you mean by otaku pandering? Do you mean
Yeah.
fan service?
Yeah, could you clarify?
I assume fan service. That's why I want to know
That's
if
what-
you guys
that's
think
what
the
I'm
same
guessing.
thing.
Is you just mean fan service? Hunter x Hunter is allergic to Miguel.
Oh, technically, I'm allergic to Hunter x Hunter.
No, I think you just allergic to finishing stuff. That doesn't have big old opais in it. Yeah, that's what it is.
Maybe. But what is our thoughts of Slime? We have all watched the first season of Slime, right? Ray, you have?
So I have watched some of it, did not finish it.
Okay. So would you want to go first to give your overall thoughts, since that's part one of the question?
So I mean, I like Reincarnated Slime. It's a great isekai. It's not my favorite.
No.
But it's really good. It's got all the right things to make it, I think, enjoyable, which is, I think, all it needs to be. Some isekais, like, they are not enjoyable. Like, they're really boring and depressing. And this one has a lot of fun, but also has good characters and fun action. I don't know. I like it. It's good.
Yeah, for sure. With Slime, it has a really good story to it, and the first entire season was actually really well done, well paced, movement right now. And for it to have another technically two-part, they called it. There's like part 1 and part 2. That's gonna be one this winter, and then the other one's gonna be in the summer. And in the middle, they actually have side stories ready for it too. That's saying something where like there's market, there's money in this anime, and they know what they're doing. So, I'm enjoying Slime as is, but I don't consider it as my favorite isekai though. Just like Ray.
Not at all.
James or me?
I absolutely love Slime. Like it's maybe top 3 or 4 isekai anime for me. I love the opening soundtrack. I think it's dope. I love Rimuru as an MC. I think the animation's dope. Surprisingly, I really like the sound design of the anime as well. I really like the pacing, and I really like OP isekai MCs. So it's like
He
slime.
really does.
Slime fits a very specific
Especially in the
thing.
title, Isekai cheat magician.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite like anime genres, and this is like one of the best. So
It's like
I love it.
Brought
It's
back
like-
2019.
it's like we have always made fun of those type of light novels, those type of secrets. Like it literally exactly what it is in the title, those type of sekais. Because there's one that me and Sam are gonna watch as well. It's questionable, but the title as
I
well.
mean, slime is really simple, but I feel like it handles like a lot of tough situations, much like any
Oh,
other
yeah.
anime.
True.
Classism, slavery, all of that stuff.
Yes.
So it's like it's a lot of fun, but when you look at the underlying like values of the anime, like it's really good.
Yeah, for me, my thoughts about slime, I really love it. To me, it's my top two. Is I guess I haven't watched probably that much of Seekers because it's my top two. It's with slime
Shield Hero.
and Pashihiro. I don't know who
Yeah.
takes the first place, but so that's why I say like both here because I enjoy them in their own respective way. They're both entertaining. When I watched Slime, I gave it an 8 first time. When I did my rewatch, I gave it a 9. Story's good. The characters are amazing. Like what James said, like he just built a whole village of classes of all different species. They all have their own problems. Slavery. They all different people just saw each other differently. But he's putting monsters of different species in one village, and he's connecting with the monsters and humans. He is giving them a village, and plus a nation, knowing food, clothing, and all that type of things, which is beautiful to me. So, and plus the dub is actually entertaining. So if you ever was curious about the dub, and if you want to do a rewatch, I highly suggest the dub. It's very entertaining, and I like how Slime as an MC is just he as himself is a human, but he sees himself as a monster as well. Like he sees it as both sides, so he doesn't like to discriminate either because he knows what it is as a human because he was once a human, but he also understands himself who he is as a monster. So I very much like that.
Yeah, you can tell there's a lot to the world to get into, and I'm really excited for season 2. I think the first episode was really strong too. Like we open up with a really good battle, and I can't wait to see where it continues in the next one. So yeah, man, it's definitely one of my favorites. Shield Hero has to be my number one favorite isekai anime.
And like season 2 is supposed to be this year as well. Like no season date yet, but they say it's gonna
It's
be
probably
I can't
summer.
wait.
Who knows? Probably
Now
summer.
for me is easily like top 8 MCs for me after I saw Shield Hero.
And plus, top wife was the bitch, right?
No.
Raven's like, hold up, what?
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
dibs on Ralph Talia.
Wow.
There we go.
You can have that. That's fine.
I'm about to say that's questionable
Nope,
there, bro.
you can have it. You
Thank
nope,
you.
all yours.
Thank you.
You can have it.
I was gonna say like before season 2 comes out, I'm definitely gonna be rewatching Shield again in dub because actually the dub voicing for Shield Hero was actually really good.
Oh, it's really good.
It's fantastic,
Especially-
actually.
It was really good.
Yeah,
Especially for now for me.
Yeah, if I'm correct, that's voiced by Young Bush, right?
I'm pretty sure that's Johnny.
I think it is Johnny.
No
Yeah,
shit.
Johnny, right? If I'm
Yeah,
correct.
I think it's Johnny.
He is one of my
AKA
favorite.
Ichigo for those y'all
No.
that don't know.
In case you want to go older, Vash.
I mean,
Vash is
he's
older.
also,
Raised.
are you gonna say like, oh, if you remember him as a Power Ranger, then okay.
Yes, that's where he came up.
I'm
Yeah,
about to say,
Oh,
that was
Power Ranger.
I was that was gonna be my next joke. Like if you're gonna go older, then I was gonna say Power Rangers, but I don't have a Power Ranger.
Black Ranger. Yeah.
Mighty Morphin was my shit.
Yeah, it's great.
Ooh. I just saw a comment there. Redo of a healer. So funny thing about that, Redo of a healer has 3 type of what do you call it? Like three different type of release.
He is not Naofumi, by the way.
Oh, he's not?
Nope.
He is not. No, for me.
Mm-mm.
No, he's not.
Not even he has no morals.
Oh
Yeah.
no, Sam Ray saying that our boy Johnny is not
Yeah,
voiced by.
Johnny
oh,
is
sorry.
not
Oh.
Naofumi. Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Is he in the show though? Because I thought he was announced in the show. He's not in the show?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
I think no, he's in JJK, isn't he?
No, he's in Demon Slayer. I believe.
He was in Tower God as Bomb.
Mhm.
He was in Dorohedoro. He was actually also in Boruto 2019.
Yeah, I don't recognize this voice actor's name, surprisingly.
But he was also 9 last year in Heroes Rising.
Oh, he was 9 in the dub.
Mhm.
Wait, me and Sam did not watch the dub because we don't like the dub of My Hero.
We don't like the dub of My Hero. Shut up.
Look, Ray, we're allowed to have opinions.
You can have your opinion. I can still hate it too.
Hey, I watched the dub of Slime, so I do like dub. I just don't like certain dubs.
I know.
I don't mean to go off on a tangent right now, but I fucking hate the voice actor for Stain. The dub voice actor for Stain sucks, bro.
I haven't heard him in so long.
Yeah, same here. I haven't heard him in so long.
It's been so long.
I was
right.
I was rewatching clips because I'm trying to make like a compilation of like my favorite anime moments, and I was like, oh well, let me see what the voice actor in dub was like for Stain, and I hate it. There's no gravitas to his voice. There's nothing.
Oh, that's right. Johnny's Gil in Demon Slayer, but it feels like can y'all believe that Demon Slayer was just in 2019, bro? Yeah. That feels like forever ago, literally.
And
it does feel like
the real person who voice actor Neifumi played Rue, the spider little boy.
Ew.
Voiced there.
Ew. I hated him, but he did his job.
I mean, like he also voiced Gallows in Premiere, and I like that.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Don't disrespect Eric Vale. I mean, Eric is pretty lit. So.
Who is that?
I'm pretty sure that's the way y'all were talking about who did. I think that's Stain.
Most likely.
Really? Eric.
Let me double check. This is a live show. This is what we do.
But while you do that, I was gonna answer a question. So this is interesting. I want to hear Ray's opinion of it. I've seen a Japanese interview talking about toy animation plans for what?
Eric Vale is Shigaraki.
What?
Eric Vale
He
is.
I mean, I don't have a problem with Shigaraki.
Yeah, same here. The dub for him is good. Yeah, the dub for him is good.
That was good. He's also Arthur from Fire Force.
I thought you were about to say from Arthur the Aardvark. I was about to laugh my ass off.
For a second, I just talking about Arthur from the Seven Deadly Sins. I was like, he's not that bad either from Seven Deadly Sins, though.
Yeah. Robert McCollum does Stain's voice in
Ray Green.
I can't do nothing about that right now. It'll fix itself. Don't worry.
I don't see it. He looks fine to me.
Oh no, he's good now.
I don't know.
So the question was about toy animation plan. Is that if people happen to give up a One Piece, the guy response in the interview is that they have Dragon Quest, and Dragon Quest is the new One Piece. Ray, what do you think about that?
Dragon Quest is the new One Piece?
That was the response of the Japanese interview.
I think Dragon Quest is older than One
Piece.
Yes,
it is.
Yeah, that's what. Well, I mean, if not, they're very similar in age. Like for real. Dragon Quest is the new One Piece. I mean, I'm sorry, that's hilarious. First of all, one thing I do not like, and this is a personal thing, is stop calling yourself, I'm the new blah blah. Nope. Like One Piece will always be One Piece. Ain't nothing ever gonna be One Piece again. Nothing.
Are we talking about Dragon Quest the game or because the game
I'm
came out?
I'm talking about. I'm also talking about the entire series. Like Dragon Quest is Dragon Quest, but let's be real. Let's be very real for a second. Dragon Quest ain't even as popular as Final Fantasy.
It was not. No.
Yeah.
So I mean, great series. Don't get me wrong. Has a very very strong following, but
very fun game too.
Very fun game. Like great games. I love Dragon Quest games, but
well, it sounds good at marketing.
Yeah, but nowhere near as good as Final Fantasy.
I did not hear about Dragon Quest until I met Ray and Sam the most. Like I probably have seen it throughout my lifetime, but I never paid like 2 cents. But until I met Sam telling me, this anime, and Ray talking about it through the podcast. Other than that, I would have.
I love Dragon Quest games because I'll be very candid. I was a Dragon Quest kid before I started playing Final Fantasy games.
Same.
Like, I love Dragon Quest. I was always given Dragon Quest. It was a great series, but like it's not Final Fantasy, and it's nowhere near One Piece. It's not.
It's not.
I mean, maybe if they're trying to go like maybe in terms of acknowledgement and longevity of the name that people know, sure, but you're still not One Piece and you never will be. Like, don't do that.
You
No.
had all this time and you're not the same popular. You're not making the same kind of money.
So I mean, no. I mean, and that's fine. That's okay. But I mean, everybody wants to be the next Oda. Everybody wants to be the next One Piece, and that's fine. But you're never gonna be that. Like, you're never gonna be that. What's the saying? Aspire to be better than those folks, and that's how you actually get there. Not aspiring to be them.
It's like Pat. So? Pat's goal is to be better than One Piece, and that's an awesome goal because he loves One Piece. He's inspired by One Piece, and his story about God Punch is he wants to make it better than One Piece, and that's a beautiful goal because for you to be like what exactly Ray said, for you to be better than your own person you got inspired, that's a beautiful goal.
Yeah, that's why I like Horikoshi, man. Like you can see his influences everywhere, but he's elevated it and changed it in his own way. It's like he's not trying to be anything else.
Yeah, but I feel like that's just people just throw out the One Piece name to get people's attention. I think.
Yeah,
it's kind of like I'm proud for One Piece. They just made their 1,000th chapter 2 weeks ago. They're about to have 1,001 this coming Sunday. They're about to have their 1,000th episode probably by this summer, if I'm correct. So that's a huge accomplishment that a lot of series don't have. Some series like Samurai 8, Zipman don't even pass 100 chapters. Like, don't even pass 20 because of no type of popularity. Wait, what else?
Bone Collection
too. I could name 20 other more series that barely got even past 20 or even 15 chapters. So trust me, what One Piece is, you cannot compare something that's been going on for 20 plus years.
Yeah, it's definitely very impressive, the run that One Piece has had.
And yes, Otis, I keep hearing about episode 957. Sam, episode 957 is when the warlords got the whole demolished. And
they have a scene for that? Like, okay, I was like, it was really short in the manga though.
But in this episode, they made it good because you know how the anime stretch out the scenes and like, oh, this is Mihawk, and I'm like, but I love how I saw a clip on the anime how they sent a couple soldiers, like a couple of nobodies, going after Mihawk. I'm like, why are people so stupid? It's Mihawk. You're not gonna win against him.
So I mean,
and let's not forget, as much as I love One Piece, it's very, very great that they just hit 1,000 chapters. I mean, Ippo is like, I think over 1,300 at this point, and Detective Conan is, I think, yes, yeah. And I think Baki is also over that as well.
No, they have multiple series. They have a lot of different branches of series.
I think if you counted all the volumes, though, that it's still more.
If you add all the Baki chapters, it's under 800. Don't ask me why. I was bored one night and I was curious about Baki.
I'm gonna have you look that up again, bro. I think there's more than that.
Okay.
But still, there's a lot of series and side stories.
I mean, there's a lot, but it's also like, yes, One Piece is great, but if people just only like they talk about One Piece because it's the most popular, and that's perfectly fine. But yeah, there's plenty of other series that are longer. Like I said, Ippo is an incredible series that is much longer than One Piece right now by at least 200 chapters. So it's fine.
Interesting.
It's fine.
Ray, you're green right now.
Ah, yes, I'm the Incredible Ray again. I'll take it. It's all good.
Anywho, this winter season has a lot of good animes right now, and we never had our own. We all never really did like what are we gonna be watching for this 2021 winter season.
True.
We all gonna continue watching JJK. We're all gonna continue watching Attack on Titan.
Stop the night vision. I don't know what's happening, bro. I didn't do
it. Me and Miguel are gonna continue watching Dragon Quest and Digimon 2020.
Oh yeah, y'all digging those that much?
I'm enjoying Digimon a lot. Animation is great, and me and Sam just out of this week just been bored, and so we just saw a couple of clips of older Digimon. Goddamn, nostalgia doesn't hold that much for that.
Nostalgia's gone. I don't miss it anymore. The old series cannot hold up anymore.
Animation from the old scenes when they digivolve and everything, I'm like, damn, that looks...
the weird the War Greymon and Metal Garugamon like old Digimon series. It looked like the 90s animation studio. I forgot what that animation show was called, but they used that same animation for them, and I'm like, oh my god, no, that's so bad. Oh god.
So I did raise question. So if I count the spin-offs and everything as well, it's 1,162
Exactly.
Okay.
for Baki.
I'm glad you did your math.
If you don't count the spin-off, but if you count the whole story itself, it's about 900. So
Good.
So
Yeah,
I was off by 100.
it's a lot.
Yes,
But
so,
still, I still think that's ridiculous and also wonderful. But stories like that are insane if you ask me. So it's like, oh, that's a lot. But if it's good, it's good. I mean, it ain't gonna all be perfect. I mean, because that's hard. That's real hard to do. But still, 1,000 chapters, and that's what. Some of them are out every week.
One Piece
For
used
the
to be
most
out.
part,
Yeah, One Piece used to be out every week, but I think like 2-3 years ago when he started to be like our boy Tagashi and say like his back hurts or something, he'd be like,
Real health issues. Forgot
yeah.
That's
all. I mean, some people I don't think understand how much work legitimately goes into something like that every week. That means they're working non-stop.
That's the only complaint I have about One Piece currently is that you know how with My Hero they have spaces in panels, right? One Piece currently in the panels is literally every single panel has something. That's only the complaint on me because I feel like it's just too overcrowded. But that's my only complaint right now currently with the One Piece panels and the arc. It's just a bit overcrowded to me. Like where you have to zoom in and just see the pictures and the read and see the characters' art. Like it's good detail. It's amazing still. The art is still nice to see. But I feel like it's a bit overcrowded. Like that's my only complaint if you want to put.
I also want to add another anime for Ray and James to watch, and that is Jobless Reincarnation. It is another isekai.
Hey Sam, what service is that on?
Unfortunately, Jobless Reincarnation on Funimation.
It's the Funimation.
We watched it on Funimation.
I told you, it ain't gonna get watched.
But on the desktop, it's on the desktop. You can watch. You can just kill good 23 minutes, and that's it. On desktop works good. Good service on desktop.
We'll see.
But it's a good one. If you want to go a bit back old school, just go to the legal sites. Then that's up to you.
Wow, we don't do that here. Wow.
Right? Wow. I stopped using it a long time ago.
Oh, yeah, same here. I haven't touched those type of sites in years. Jeez.
We only talk about legally watched things on this show.
Oh, guess what? It's on Hulu too.
Is it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Bet. Thank you, Otis. Somebody cares about me. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Last time I checked, it wasn't on Hulu, but
Oh,
it is.
I don't mind.
It's just checked.
Oh, wow.
I just checked there.
Okay, Hulu. Props to you, or should we say Sony? Because they technically bought the rent.
Well, they're the contract with Hulu / Disney, so that's also weird. So going back to that real quick, how does that work with Sony having Crunchyroll on HBO Max, but then Sony having stuff from Funimation on Hulu? Like, do you think in a couple months that's gonna all change once all the contracts?
If they're making money off of it, probably not. Yeah. But yeah, if they're not making money off of it, yeah.
I think once the licenses are up, they'll just revert back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if HBO Max survives, it still.
I think it might. I think it actually will. I think it will.
We shall see. I want to see the numbers before and after Snyder Cut.
Yeah, I just noticed
I truly do.
Because it's that too. It's Dune. It's Matrix 4. Mm-hmm. Like there's so much crazy shit that's coming.
They got some decent stuff, but it's like, I want to see the numbers after those things have happened. You know what I'm saying?
My issue with HBO Max is the audio and video quality. It's absolute dog shit.
I agree with that.
They tell you that it's Dolby Vision, but if you have a really good TV, it's dog shit, bro. Mm-hmm. The audio and video is terrible.
Yep, because if you going from Disney Plus back to HBO, and back and forth, there's a big difference. Legitimately,
it's a huge jump. It's because the audio influx is not straight how it's supposed to be. I'm like, it bothers me because I know about freaking editing. So it's why does not the sound is not. Why is it not coherent? It's supposed to be influent, and that's what bothers me.
So they just I hope it lasts, but like we'll see. If the Snyder cut it is also not good, y'all in trouble.
And plus, quick side thing. I was on Hulu, and when I search jobless, it also has a Crunchyroll tab now.
Yeah,
What?
which I feel like that's Crunchyroll should be everywhere. I mean, if they're licensing out stuff, why not?
But I never
more
saw
money for them.
But that's new because Crunchyroll tab was never there like a week ago to when I searched. Now it's there. So
What's the Crunchyroll tab?
no, like if you just search Crunchyroll, like there's a tab where they have their own animes there in Hulu now. So that's amazing.
Oh, Steve said me not noticing with my trash TV. Oh, you rolled a natural one on your perception check.
Oh, so yeah. Oh man. At least he didn't have to follow that one from last D&D game, so he lucked out from there. So
guys, don't block me, please. But have you seen the Tower of God intro? It's hilarious. It begins with an eagle flying around and ended with a girl kissing the screen. We have seen Tower of God. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
it happened.
Hey, not unfortunately. I don't know.
I mean, there were parts of it that I enjoyed, like legitimately. But overall.
I think it's one of those that you have to binge, man. Like I don't think it's good week to week, but if you binge it, like it's pretty good.
I would say it's better than God of High School. Like I would say, as the anime wise,
story wise, absolutely. Yeah, I would say like anime wise, Tower of God was better than God of High School.
Yeah, that's what I'm exactly saying. Like those two, yeah.
I'm not saying that they're great by any stretch, but they have potential. And that's what's important.
That is very true. And for what Sam and Ray commented about D&D, for those that don't know and curious to know what is we talk about, we having the D&D session every month on the first Saturday. If you want to be notified, follow us on twitch.tv/animelately, or also follow us on our Twitter account, twitter.com/animelately. Right there is where we be is us Anime Lately crew with Blurds and Mike Check Waifu.
Mm-hmm. It's a bunch of us in the anime community.
Yeah, correct.
The anime mod community, just having a good time. It's great.
So if you guys want to check the full podcast, I think on Scuba Podcast is the audio, but if you go to the Twitch videos, is there. So if you guys want to check that, it's really a good one. I just started to actually listen today for like first 30 minutes. Very hilarious.
Yeah, you were supposed to be there, but you weren't.
Yeah.
You were supposed to be the devilishly handsome tiefling in our group.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of fun watching you guys.
But he did, so it's all bad. It's all good anyway.
I'm not dead. I'm not dead.
I mean, I don't know. You dead, obviously. So.
Oh yeah, you guys haven't met me yet.
I mean, he's a tiefling. Maybe he's still chilling in hell. Who knows?
Maybe that's true.
He's chilling in hell, you know.
Oh man, I don't know, but yeah, we have a good time playing D&D, and it's great because it's literally all those anime and manga folks. So there's gonna be some wild stuff that happens because we all got crazy imaginations. So it's a good time. Good time.
And last I don't know why they even consider it an anime. For me, anime it's Japan, and Japan is an anime. Tower of God is a cartoon, an anime. Disagree with that.
It's not really a cartoon. It's a webtoon series.
Yeah, it's a webtoon.
Correct, but thing is, Tower of God was made from Japan
into an anime.
I'm about to say it was adapted. Like it's a Korean story that was adapted
and from a Japan studio. So it was made in Japan, but
it's an anime. So it's an anime.
It's anime.
I can't even. I only need the quotes. It's an anime. That's just like Iron Man has an anime because they basically took the Iron Man story and made an anime.
And plus X-Men and plus Wolverine. That was made from Mappa.
Just
Avengers.
Like Cyberpunk's about to have an anime, and how Matrix has an anime, and how Star Wars is also about to have an anime. It's an anime.
That's true.
And Blade Runner.
They can have animes, and it's an anime. It's made in Japan. So.
Mm-hmm. But if you want to put heavily inspired anime, just like Castlevania, Avatar, those are inspiring anime.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's close.
Give me Ufotable doing solo leveling, and I will lose it. Listen. If Ufotable does solo leveling, it's over. It's over for all these webtoons and originals because they could do it. They could crush that.
Yeah,
legitimately.
That would be an amazing first episode.
They will. Yo, just to. I could just imagine the animation from them, and just Sung Jin Woo just literally having his characters. I don't want to say those characters exactly names and everything, but just to see them pop up, the fights. Oh,
Is the latest chapter had me yelling. I'm sitting on the toilet like, yeah, there he is.
I saw the screenshot.
Night content.
I saw the screenshot, and that screenshot looked good though. Like the way he was just standing there in a nice purple outline. I'm like, he looks so good. He looks so freaking amazing. Like I need more of his character, but I can't wait to see more of him.
Yeah, Solo Leveling. If it's not Ufotable, it could be Madhouse. I wouldn't mind for Madhouse.
I mean, yeah, I'd be fine with that if they would literally like if we talked about this. The only way this could work is if they lock down either Madhouse or Bones, and they say, y'all can't work on nothing else. You can only work on this. That's it. That's the only way it's gonna work.
Not to say like bad stuff about Mappa, but Mappa took up so much stuff that I don't know if they have enough time.
I mean, all of a sudden, Mappa was doing everything.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I feel like Mappa's style is a little too smooth. Like I
agree.
Yeah.
I mean, well, see, it's
so.
smooth,
I think we're so used to it. I think we're so very used to their animation.
Exactly. We're so used to that because it's in everything. All of a sudden, that it's like, yeah, it would just look like everything else, and like there's such a like specific style to Solo Leveling that it has to have some like style, some character that does not look like everything, which I also was hoping is very true for Chainsaw Man, just so you know.
Yeah, because it's supposed to come out this year. I think it's going to come out in the fall with Chainsaw Man. But James, you said that you're up to chapter 100. So what did you think so far with, because last time we spoke, you was on chapter 30.
Yeah, dude, it's sick. It's sick, man. Like I did not think I would like this series as much as I did. Like I heard the hype, I knew it was good, but I didn't think I would like it this much. Like it's dope, man.
Good.
Ray,
I'm glad you like it.
Are you okay? You see,
bro.
Sam, he's just having fun with it. That's why I'm not putting 2 cents of thoughts on it. I'm like, he just wants to have his face cut off.
I fixed it. Don't worry, it's fine.
On the screen, it's just his eyes showing like this. Like it's kind of like his eyes are just showing that. So, but James, what did you think so far? Like, was it favorite characters? Now that you're up to chapter 100, because me and Sam are chapter 89 still. But out of so far, what's your favorite characters? Now that you've seen more of the story.
I don't know. I haven't thought about it. I would need some more time to think about it.
Reread it.
Yeah.
Man.
But you know what? I'm actually not gonna wait to watch no more, and this is just me shifting gears. Vinland Saga. I ain't waiting no more. I'm reading the shit out of that.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Bro, please do it.
There's no
gonna do it.
There have been no news.
Well,
next.
The last
I ain't gonna wait because they have been far too quiet, and I'm worried.
No. Actually, they haven't. They just released a tweet or something about the Blu-ray release.
Look, man, I don't care about no tweet.
Hold up, I'm gonna tell you. The director and everything, they said that stay tuned for the end of the month. They're gonna be announcing something. So they might be announcing that Vinland Saga may come out this year, season 2. But they did a tweet earlier, a couple of days ago, like the first week of January, and they said that the Blu-rays and everything, and the director was saying how proud the whole good reception has been for the whole series and everything. So he said he has an announcement for the end of the month. Who knows what it be exactly? Most likely season 2
Isn't it? And it's like they did announce like last year. They said like they're in their last arc or something like that.
But remember, Vinland Saga is a monthly series, so it could be 2-3 years.
It could be 2-3 years.
Fair
enough. Fair enough.
It's just
I still have my concerns of how they're gonna handle this new arc, right? Because I feel like anime only watchers will get really bored.
Wait, are you talking about the farm arc? Or are you talking about the one current arc?
The farm arc?
Well, I know we will love it because I know Ray, me, and all of us love character build and story, and the farm arc is exactly that. But the farm arc doesn't have a lot of action, so I get what you're saying. Where a lot of people will be like kind of bored because the farm arc is more about Thorfinn character growth. Like that's where he finally realized who he wants to be. I'm not gonna say what, but I'm just curious to know.
Not.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm worried.
I have no idea.
Because I mean, they chopped the shit out of God of High School just to get all the action. So it's like, what are they gonna do with Vinland Saga? Like,
The same
I don't know,
thing.
Yo, I don't know if you guys saw, but episode 12 had 14 chapters in one episode.
Of what?
Of God of High School?
Yeah, there was a
Oh, yeah?
lot. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So
like I told you, it's like they skipped to the good part.
yeah, yes, James. So I saw on Twitter, I think a couple days ago, where they put up the list of chapters in each episode. So like each episode had like 4, 6, 5 chapters. Episode freaking 12 had I think 14 or I think like 20 almost chapters in one episode.
Mm-hmm. It was a lot. That's why it didn't make sense, because they pulled like all these plot lines and like they were like, "Hey, we talked about it for like a split second," and then like they're just like, "We got to get to this point, and that's it."
Yeah, like wait a minute, how do you have God High School end?
I told you how how I explained it to you. It's like you were playing one of your favorite video games. You went to sleep. Somebody played the rest of the game, and you woke up and were at the final boss. And we're like, what
What it feels like.
That's exactly
just
what
get to
God
the
High
end and
School
it's
was.
like, wait, what?
What? Yeah, exactly.
That's a good reference, and I'm gonna steal that. I like that reference.
I tell people that all the time. It's like yes, that's what happens. Like all of a sudden, oh wait, we hit the boss. Oh, what? How did I miss everything?
Yeah, because talking about one other manga that just got the announcement. I know James and Sam are excited. Well, it depends how it's gonna end, but Attack on Titan will be ending in April. 3 chapters left. February, March, April. 3 chapters.
It's actually a little bit more longer than we thought too.
Because we thought either February or March, so that means it will be ending in April. So that's 2 more extra chapters. So that's pretty dope.
By the way, if you're curious, we watch and react to that every Sunday that we get the chance to. So you should watch those. They're also here on the channel. Okay, thanks. Bye.
And then sometimes we talk about it in the review right here in our podcast, like where you are right now.
Oh.
This episode was actually
Transitioning.
Because wow, this episode
great.
was amazing.
I loved it.
It built up from last episode that before the break, and now you watch it back to back with this
just to give people preference. So we about to talk spoilers for this newest episode of Attack on Titan season 4. Yes, we're about to talk about spoilers for Attack on Titan
Episode 4 and 5.
Episode 4 and 5. So if you would like to not hear those, you should tune out for like the next 20 minutes. Deal? Okay, in 3, 2, 1, you better be gone. All right, hey, let's go.
I'm happy that after this, I'm technically going blind with Ray. So me and him are gonna be probably be making a bit longer reviews because we'll be like, "Yo, so what the fuck happened? Yo, what's going on?"
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know.
That's me every episode. So
but now I'm gonna join you instead of smiling like, "Yo, but I'll be like, "Yo, I don't know what's going on. What the hell, shit?"
Well, I mean, this next episode, bro.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know.
I'm so excited though. I mean, the title gives you. I was like,
Warhammer. No. Yeah, literally, it's Warhammer.
Warhammer versus. Because this is a whole new Titan that we've never seen. At least I have never seen it. I mean, we saw it in the trailer, I'm sure.
And you didn't really see anything.
Exactly. But like, I'm like, we get to see this whole new Titan we never see. I am really excited about this because like you could keep adding Titans. Yes, please.
Yo, the Warhammer Titan is without a doubt the coolest Titan shifter out of the 9. Easily the coolest. And it's about to be lit. Like it's going to be fucking nuts. Bro.
I'm so excited because it's like, we've had these set Titans this entire time, and then they're like, okay, yeah, we got those, but there's some other ones. So I'm like, okay,
I'm really excited for your reactions to the Warhammer Titan. It's gonna
be the anime also really timed it well with a continuity too, because 4 years ago, Reiner and Reinhardt did the same thing to Eren.
But I don't know if you guys saw on Twitter, but I love what people post on Twitter of the picture of when Reiner and Eren did the training at the camp. And when he said, "Your turn to be bad guy," and literally 4 years later, he's technically the bad guy. So I love that he said, "Oh, like that speech, seeing it animated when I read it 3 years ago, and to see it animated, the conversation between Eren and Reiner." And I felt so bad for Falco, but he said it. We do not choose our destiny, and Falco was part of this. And here's what it is.
I love this kind of story because what do we talk about all the time? when you know somebody had the story finished before, like they were done with the story when they were writing it. This one calls for a rewatch or a reread because there were things that were literally given to you that if you had like knowing what you know now, if you knew then, it's like, wow, okay. So it's, I love that because little stuff like that, like that, the training camp where they would talk about the things, and like I bet you if we go back and look at certain facial expressions from certain characters, we'd be like, oh, that's why they made that face because X and Y said this and they knew this and we didn't. See, it's usually the opposite way where the audience knows stuff that the characters don't know. And then that's why the story is so interesting and people love it so much, is because the characters know things that the audience does not know. And it's fantastic, and it's a beautiful way to tell a story. And when it's done well, like this is, it's such a good time. God, it's so much fun.
So, Sam, question for you. Do you think the Warhammer fight will be 2 episodes or 3?
It kind of needs to be 2 episodes in that sort of way. But it's been a while since we had a whole Titan fight. Because it has, I think, if I don't... The last time we remember
was true.
It's going to be glorious. Dude, Eren fights so differently now.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you see Eren fight this time, it's like, whoa, where did this guy come from?
He was not sleeping for 4 years. He was not sleeping. He's a whole...
Well,
he had his,
remember,
he had his own
they took down
yeah.
they took down 38 ships that went over there within those 4 years.
That's true. They did say something about like they sent the Navy and the Navy.
Yeah, those ships and like they never came back. So Eren and Armin, they were saying like those ships ain't coming here. Flip.
The parallels are just amazing, man. Like from this point on, it's what you saw before from a different perspective, and that's what Attack on Titan is about. It's about perspectives. There is no true good and evil.
Yep.
It's perspectives. It's nature versus nurture, right? Like there's so many characters that I hate, but when you really sit down and think about it, this is just how they were raised.
Correct.
They don't know any different, and they're acting based on their beliefs, which is there's so much you can talk about.
I give props to the editing as well. Like I told Ray during the reaction, when you see things translated from manga and anime, sometimes anime could just elevate stuff with the score and everything, and which we will talk about the score in a second because Twitter is just but the editing I love it because the way they kept showing Eren Reiner, but you hear what's going on in the speech, but then you go back and you hear the speech, but the whole visuals of what Ray said, like they're making Eren look like the bad guy, like the whole type of devil, and to make him look very mean and evil and everything. But then they were telling the truth about the whole freaking aliens and the Marlins and everything, and it's just so symbolic and how beautiful it looks and how each people was like, wow, like hold up, we've been betrayed and lied to by King Fritz and everything. Like the editing, I love that the most.
The story is so good because, like James said, it's about parallels and perspectives. Because what you see from someone, you don't know their whole story or why they're doing what they do, their motivations. Like that's just not like unless you get to know someone like that intimately, you don't know what they're doing, what they're going through, and why they are where they are in their point in life. And that's why the story is so well done, and it's because it really does tell a very modern story. Like legitimately a very modern story that is super effed. Like this, there's nothing good about this story. Let's be honest. Like it is entertaining because of the way it's presented and the subject matter is heavy, but there's nothing good about this story. And but man, is it done well. And that's what I think I like about it. Like it's just, had this been told in a really shitty way, I don't think I would be enjoying it really like nearly as much. And we've seen it. Like there's so many other like series that have tried to broach this really serious subject that do it terribly. And so the reason why this one is good is because it's good. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really all I can really say about that. Like it is really well done, and to a point that it makes sense because it's so like unfortunately relatable.
Yeah. To so many things in modern day right now. Like we have a president that would prefer this country to be a dictatorship. He will lie and say anything he wants, and his little followers will believe anything that he says.
Anything. And
it's the same thing with Marley. Their idea of history is so skewed and so dude. And they don't even know. And it's ridiculous, but they believe in their convictions so heavily. And that's something that relates to the real world right now. And Isayama wrote this years ago. It just shows the never-ending cycle that happens in real life too. Some things change, but really the big major things just repeat itself over and over again.
For me, what I find beautiful is the race reaction to say, "Oh shit, black people's here." The reaction that threw me off guard. His reaction was.
Don't even get me started, because I legitimately was like, I hate that I was so surprised, but it's because like ain't been no black people in the show.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm like, hey yo, no, they black, okay.
And they're not insignificant either. So
no, they're not.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
which good. That did make me happy that they weren't just like some like weird peasant stuff like we always are and stuff like this. It was like, oh, they're like high society folks.
No, the aliens took that place.
So I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. But like, it really did. I was shook. Like, I legitimately was surprised. But I was like, okay, cool. No, just don't kill them. But I think they're about to die anyway. So
hey, but let's talk about the score though. The score was amazing in that episode. I don't know what people are talking about on Twitter, and the way they bullied the whole director just to be off Twitter, it was ridiculous. That was foul. People are entitled motherfuckers, and I'm sorry that I don't curse that bad unless it's a joke, but that really pissed me off.
I don't get it. It's the same score that played when Bertolt kicked in the wall in the first episode.
Yeah.
The point is to bring back up the parallel that Eren was about to do the same thing and shatter their world the same way that they did his world.
Exactly.
So how does it not fit? It's the exact same score. It fits like, perfectly. If it was something else, then I would be pissed.
And so that's why I get so annoyed when because I'm like, no, this legitimately fits this scenario. But if you actually are reading and are watching what's happening, like it legitimately fits this, and it should. Like, what are y'all doing? What did you want to hear? The intro again?
What I hate the most is when people said on Twitter, "Hey, I fixed the score," or "It sounds better." I'm like, "Yeah, not the directors. Yeah, not the score. Yeah, not the VFX, the sound engineer. You're not hired by MAPPA, so don't try to say that you made it better. Just say, hey, this is my opinion. I think it's better. That's it. But don't say I fixed it, because you're not the sound engineer. You're not the person that works for MAPPA." That was pissing me off when people say, "Oh, I fixed it. It's better." And I'm like, no. To your perspective, to your opinion, no. That's how it is.
You hit it right on the head.
There's such thing as anime elitists, and they feel like they know better. There's way too many.
That's the thing, though. If you're elitist, you would want that score because it's the perfect parallel to the beginning of the series.
If you don't if you did not see that, then like you're definitely like not an elitist.
I mean, he did say elitist, not smart. So.
But yeah, like Attack on Titan, like this season is incredible, and me and James do not like the fact that it's listed for 16 episodes because it needs to be longer.
Part 2, like I'm sure they're gonna announce when episode 14 or 11 comes out, hey, part 2 is coming out, because I'm sure they're not dumb enough to just say, hey, there's only this amount of episodes. Like I don't think they're not like that careless on a big series like this.
Dude, Isayama would not allow it. He's been so involved in the movies, any of the offshoots of like the manga and stuff. Like he's so heavily involved in all of it. It doesn't make sense to me that all of a sudden he just wouldn't be involved and he would allow this to happen. You know what I mean? Like there has to be a part 2. There's no way you can fit the end of this series into a 90-minute movie. It's just not possible. It has to be another 16 episodes to finish out the series. Just like this battle that's going on right now, where the anime or where the manga is right now. I mean, that alone needs like half a season. So it's like I don't know how you can just do it in 16 episodes, but we'll see.
I'm sure I'm with Miguel here with saying there's gonna be another part, but they don't usually announce it until maybe like 2 months before the season ends.
Maybe 1 month. That's why I said like by episode 11, because remember there's episode 16, so that's about 5 episodes or 6 episodes left. That's almost less than 2 months. So when within that time frame, that is when this should be. So technically, the season of Attack on Titan season 4 should be ending by end of March, because spring season of anime starts in April.
I got a spring semester.
Yeah, no, not you. As I said, I'm like, hold up, semester. I'm like, why am I thinking about college?
I think I could definitely see it, because by the time this part of the season ends, we have to wait another year for that last part of the season. Because
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's okay with that, because Attack on Titan is like a yearly anime like My Hero Academia, and
the ending has to be perfect. Take your time, just take your time and do it.
I'm just excited because all I know is that I saw a cover of Attack on Titan manga. I think like the most recent two, and
last one.
Yeah, it's probably the most recent one. And then the episode that I saw with Ray of those giant titans, I was like, wait, hold up. I just connected something that's gonna probably be happening later. I'm like, wait, what?
So Sam, I actually have a question for you. Do you think, because you sent me the leak of the cover for 133.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be more fitting if that was the cover for 134 instead? So I'm wondering if it was real. Like, I'm wondering if that was the real cover for volume 133, or if that's actually the cover for 134. Because again, the parallels, right? Like, it makes sense for that to be the cover for 134. Like, what do you think?
No, I definitely agree with you. I think that needs to be that last final parallel to the entire series. That way, it goes back full entire circle.
Yeah, it has to. I really hope that it was
when Ray and Miguel watch this and figure this out, we won't say any more of it, because it just makes you want to reread as much as you want.
Don't say that.
I live for Ray's reactions, dude. Like, I can't
love
wait
watching
when
this show.
Videos come out.
I love watching this show because it's like they're like, if you're paying attention to things, like there are things to pay attention to, and that's what I love. You know, there's some people who look too far into shows that really don't have much to look into, but this is where if you're looking into stuff, you can find things that legitimately matter.
We promise you, once you watch the last final episode of Attack on Titan, you're gonna rewatch the first episode again.
I mean, why wouldn't I? Yeah. Like, I mean, we've already seen that. Like, there are things that they've already talked about. Like, if we go back and look at it, it's like, yep, that we did not know, and so we did pick up on it. But it's like, golly,
just that first episode again, because of that like crazy parallel. And
something I mentioned before, like something that happened in episode 3 came to fruition in chapter 133.
It's crazy.
It's like, what?
but also for that reason, for me, I can't go back and watch it now. Because like then I'll see things like because of what I know now. I'm not saying I don't know everything, but like I'll see things differently. So like that's why I can't go back and watch it now. Like I have to wait till it's over, and then I'm gonna rewatch it. It'll be great.
That's exactly it. That's why I did not want to do a rewatch, because if I did a rewatch, I will start to put things together later on. That's why I want to watch it like this with Ray. And then after the season ends is when I'll do a rewatch where I can be like, okay, wait a minute, this happened before. There was already a big signal about this before, so I'm like, hold up.
Honestly, would you think this is the kind of anime where you can actually start wherever, and then you can actually literally keep on where they start over?
I mean, to a point, yes, because you're literally kept in the dark for so long.
Oh yeah, that's true.
About what's actually happening. Like if you started at the start of, I mean, there's some stuff that would be weird. Like, so if you started at the start of season 2 and didn't watch the first season, you'd be like, oh, what the hell's happening? But if you skipped the second season and you started the third season, I feel like you might be okay, actually. It shouldn't be
too hard to follow.
It shouldn't be too bad.
They do flashback a little.
Yeah, well, they do flashbacks. Like I say, you still don't know shit at that point anyway.
So episode 5 uses a term that I didn't think they would give away so early, but I think it's okay because no one knows what the fuck it means.
Exactly. See,
when I heard it, I was like, "You're giving that away so early?
You're saying that now? Okay."
But it doesn't matter because no one knows what it means, because you guys haven't even said anything about it. So it's like that tells me for sure that no one knows what it means,
and that's why I'm sure that's why they did it.
Yeah, because I assume the word or term you're talking about was set within the speech, right?
Yes.
I have a few things that he said, but I don't want to think too much of it because then because
exactly I'm not
same here.
I'm not
like because he said a few words that me and Ray, like, for those that saw the reaction video, a lot of the scenes that me and Ray gave a lot of faces are not on the full video. I mean, it's not on the one
because
that's
we did
cut.
a lot of listening because it's like it's something you legitimately want to listen to.
So
It's a lot of
if you actually want to see face reactions only, just go to patreon.com/immediately. It's there because me and Ray were like, hold up, something's interesting there because there's some lines that he said and I'm like, wait a minute, that means something, but you're just skipping that over. But me and Ray were like, you know what? Let's just not even put too much mind to it.
I wonder because I'm watching this for the entertainment value, not to pick apart everything and discover every little secret but like I'm watching it to be entertained.
Because
like,
it's called
pick up
a
on
reaction video.
as I'm being entertained, but like it's a reaction, not a deep dive into the lore and plot of Attack on Titan. We'll do that one day.
Yeah, because that would be called called a video essay. That's a whole different things that we don't do.
We need an entire episode just for that.
Just for that.
Yeah.
It's something you can treat as a video game where you just want to run through the story the first time, but then now you want to be 100% everything.
You want to be a completionist,
like platinum.
Titan is amazing, dude. So you remember the revelation that the world outside the wall exists, right?
Man, yes, I remember that.
There is another revelation that happens that's equally as big, if not bigger, and it's
That's
like
crazy.
how is Isayama this much of a genius? How? It's crazy, man. I can't wait for you guys to see it.
Ray is like, wait, what are you talking about right now? But don't say anymore. Spoilers.
I'm not going to give any context. There is no context to anything. There's no way that he could possibly even remotely come up with a theory for what I'm talking about.
No, but I did. So
me also. I'm like, hold up. I'm like, me in my head, I just start replay.
I mean,
what the speech was said.
I can guarantee you it's wrong.
I'm sure it is, but it's like if that's real, that's fucked. But also like, what the fuck?
Well, no, tell me. I want to know.
No, I can't say it now because then we'll start talking about stuff. No,
we won't. I'll just shake my head, yeah or nay, and then we'll just move on.
No, we will not even shake our head.
I'm about to say, James, your poker face is kind of, good and bad sometimes because I remember when we did Fire Force and plus Vinland Saga, and you were like,
That's the poker face right there with his hand on his face.
Yeah,
that's the one.
That's one of them. That's one of he like,
You just figured out his tell. Oh no, don't play poker.
You're like, I don't have a house of aces. What you mean?
I don't at all.
And then next thing you know, he's just smiling, cracking. Like,
My God, I love you guys. It's so much fun to do this stuff because, like, I don't know, it's just that I love watching this show because, like I've said multiple times, it's just that good. It's good.
It's very special, like including. Okay, so this is one of our topics. The manga, the editors, Kodansha is taking down anything that has any images or all that stuff. Taking them down for illegal uploads of all that stuff. They are strict about it, and
that's crazy.
Have right to do this. Honestly, for Attack on Titan specifically, they kind of have this right.
Good. Don't spoil it for other people. Let other people enjoy
really
this.
Like,
I mean that in general. Don't spoil stuff for people. Like, yeah, we can be excited, but you ain't gotta post a full ass spoiler. Like, you don't have to.
And plus,
you can have a conversation without just posting a full ass spoiler for things.
And plus, if you do how me and Ray does it sometimes on Twitter, put a thread, put a spoiler image, say, hey, this is a thread for spoiler mangas on Sundays, or like me, hey, this is a spoiler for this series. Then put a picture in the bottom because people don't even spoil about it.
I mean, I like the threads that I do every Sunday. Like I say specifically, there may be spoilers in the comments because, like, most people respect that. Like, yeah, if we're having a conversation about something, there's going to be somebody who says something that, they don't think is a spoiler, and it is for you. So I want you to know up front, be careful. There might be spoilers in this thread, like, for real. So you got to be careful. I'm out here. I protect you as best I can, but I can't protect you completely from spoilers. That's up to you. You know what I'm saying?
And they're also taking the extra length to take down any illegal, like, sites that would have the chapter out for their side too.
As they should.
It makes a lot of sense. They need to earn every profit from this.
Yeah. And plus, I love how Bryce even agrees with us that James has a terrible tell.
I mean, only once you get to know him, and we've known James for a while now.
I was just gonna say he doesn't count. He's known me since I was 13 years old.
See, yeah,
and you don't count.
And that's very true.
When we first started talking, like, James was a stone wall. I couldn't get anything out of it. But we've been talking for a few years now.
Yeah, it's like we know his a few tales because we have known him now technically 2 years and a month now because we technically.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, because I remember
2020 legit felt like 5 years.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
remember
right?
how last month we just just found out that we had him for the first time on December 8th, and that was not planned. We're like, hold up, it's been 2 years now. So it's like, wow,
It's been
time
a while.
flies. Time
Hey, I have
flies.
the recording for that too. Yeah,
I'm gonna need you to delete that footage.
If you guys want those, it's on patreon.com/animelately, by the way.
I'm gonna log in and up the amount on that tier just for that video. First episode tier, $45. Sounds good.
that's okay. That's okay. $1,000, we get to see Ray twerk.
I think I said $3.
Hey, plus,
$3,000.
and plus, don't you have like 1,000 bits and you play Fortnite or something like that as well on the Twitch
It's
stream?
way more than that.
100,000. Or actually, I
Damn.
think 100,000 or almost a million.
Yeah, it's probably a million. I think he played like Fortnite for like a million. Damn.
It's a lot.
But there was a comment by LA. He said, "What's your favorite letdown of the year? I'm guessing for 2020." And anime that you expected more of it, but unfortunately, it did not reach to that level of hope.
Tower God. God of High
No. I would say God of High School.
God of High School
unfortunately.
for me.
Like for me, it was absolutely God of High School because I had been telling these guys how hyped the webtoon was
He
because
did.
it is, and then the anime came out. It was nothing like what I was expecting. So yeah, God of High School for sure.
Yeah, it's got a high school for me too. It just has pacing issues, and then by the time you get to the end, it's just like it just comes out of nowhere. It's really cool and everything. It's nice and shiny, but it's like when you really think about the story, it's like, what did I actually learn over these 13 episodes? Nothing.
Yep.
Nothing.
Yep.
It's,
Yeah.
So
it's definitely got a high school. Goblin Slayer the movie.
I mean, we kind of already knew that wasn't gonna like. We had low expectation for Goblin Slayer the movie.
we all had low expectations going into that anyway.
Ray will also agree with me on this one. Saint Seiya, the one on Netflix.
Oh,
yeah, that
Wait,
also was not very
Did
good.
you also had the whole Ghost in the Shell new series thing? That
That's probably James, not
Oh
me.
yeah, that was actually pretty lame. And I'm a huge Ghost in the Shell
Mhm.
fanatic.
I would say James is the biggest Ghost in the Shell fan on the show.
Yeah,
And
he is.
He didn't like it.
Yeah, it was
Let's
lame.
see. What else?
For me, it would be also like
Otis, I did not care about Digimon either.
I
I tried.
watched. I did too. I
tried
watched the
2-3
first
episodes.
the first 3, and I was like, nah, bro, I'm good. Because when they did Omnimon, like in the 3rd episode, I was like, nah, bro.
Yeah, it
Nah.
just doesn't work for me. I'm like,
It didn't feel the same. It was like, hey, here's all your nostalgia. You
I'll
know?
just watch it through Vash and Sam's reaction.
That's basically what I've been doing.
Really?
Yes, that's basically what I've been doing.
So how you guys been watching the show is by us, technically?
Yes, literally
Yeah.
by you. Yep.
I'm not wasting my time watching
Exactly.
it on Crunchyroll when I can just give you guys the view.
Like when I could be watching literally any other anime.
yeah,
I guess.
anything else.
I guess so. Instead of watching 23 minutes of it, you just watch 12 to 10 minutes of me and Sam reacting.
Saves
and
me a
giving
lot
reviews.
of time.
Yeah,
A lot of time.
I guess thank you.
At least I'm not reading it. I'm watching it through you. So
Or plus you're doing Wikipedia on SAO.
listen, I still think I did the right thing there. So
I still don't think
I will stand by that. It's like reading the light novel, but it's the light novel.
I feel like for Miguel, it would also be the $1 Million Detective.
I wouldn't say.
Oh, for real?
No, so I wouldn't say it was a disappointment. So imagine you have an idea of where the show's going, right? It goes good halfway, it's still going, but then the last 2 or 3 episodes go left. So it's like it doesn't go like. So it's like a hot 7. It's not a cold 7. It's a hot 7. That's the best score I could give it.
So it's kind of like Darker Than Black and what they did.
Yes.
In a way, yeah.
So it's still entertaining show itself, but I thought it was gonna be more of a Hitman type of Batman show, but just without the Batman suit itself. But it's more about this dude becoming a better man and trying to solve his family crisis.
James, I found another one. Plunderer.
Oh, that's
geez.
true for Halo Splendor.
That was horrible.
Oh man.
Oh, so this
I
is
mean,
so this
that was
is what
more
I,
of a disappointment than.
this is what I love about being somebody who watches a lot of anime and reads a lot of manga. Like you're gonna watch and read a lot of bad stuff, but then there's also the really good stuff that we enjoy. Like we don't just like we like to watch the good stuff, but we watch all of it when we can to determine what's good and what's bad. Like that's what we do.
So what's great about
there were a lot of duds in 2020.
Plunder had
Which is
so
weird.
much potential, like so much potential, and it's just it's a
but
gimmick,
James,
really.
but I kept hearing from a lot of people, Plunder, the manga's better than the anime. I keep hearing a lot of people
I
that
believe it. I believe
it
it.
has bad adaptation.
I mean,
believe
that
it.
sounds like Black Clover to me, bro. But you know, hey.
No.
You know I love Black Clover, which I just started watching, by the way.
Without
So,
me, when I'm the one that's
yeah,
been saying,
I'm
"Hey
sorry,
guys, let's
sorry,
do
bro.
reactions," and you just like,
as he sent that message, I was like, "Hey, I just finished the episode, bro."
Right? I'm like, hey, I would like, I've been enjoying doing the reactions of Sam a lot, and now Ray's doing it with us. I'm like, hey, with Ray, what do you guys want to do it? And everybody like, I should watch it already. I'm like, or want to rewatch it? He's like, nah, I'm good. I'm like, damn.
No, I'm good.
I would actually watch the filler. The filler is actually really good, in my opinion.
I don't want to watch filler. Naruto ruined filler for everybody. No,
Yeah, but
I don't like to watch
What's
it.
worse,
Good-
Bleach
good
filler
canon filler,
or
though.
Naruto filler?
Naruto filler. I watched
Bleach
all
filler
the
for me.
filler. Nope, I watched all the Bleach filler. Naruto filler is ass booty cheeks. Don't like it.
No, I said, which is better?
Oh, better? Bleach.
Bleach.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bleach. All right.
Yeah, Bleach for sure.
Bleach has the better filler.
I'm about to say, damn.
Naruto. No, bro. Mm-mm.
Dem, if we can get a Yu Yu Hakusho remake just like they did Hunter x Hunter.
Well, and just like we get like we're about to get Shaman King. Yeah, I would love that.
Mm-hmm.
Golly.
Just give me a remake. Just remaster it. Yu Yu Hakusho is amazing. Just remaster it, please.
Scuba,
Yeah.
do you really mean Naruto's filler is better than Bleach? If you are,
I think he meant what I was saying. Hopefully, I don't know, but yeah,
me too. I hope. I'm like, nah.
Naruto filler is mind-numbingly just whack.
It's boring. It's just really boring.
I mean, at least the Bleach filler, you're like, oh well, maybe this will tie into the main story, and then it doesn't. But you're like, oh well, the next arc starts, and you're like, okay, fine.
No,
they do some bullshit in those, but it's like still.
There's like one thing that happens in Naruto filler that I thought was good, and that's where the Nine-Tailed Fox was copied to someone else.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was like, well, that was cool.
Yeah.
For me, I agree with Otis. I want a Zatch Bell remake. Zatch Bell was so
that would be
freaking
fun
good.
too.
That
would be like
I
a
grew up
modern
with him.
Zatch Bell would be dope. I would like that.
I grew up with that, and it's amazing. Like that was like a Black Clover version that was actually good.
Look, Black Clover's still good.
I'm just saying, Zatch
I
Bell
would
was
say
amazing.
that. I mean, Zatch Bell is a better Black Clover, but still.
Yeah, I'm just speaking facts. James, you agree?
No,
he does not. That's why he made that face.
no.
I mean, I think that Zatch Bell's a
Same
better
here.
Black Clover, but you know,
Same here.
if I had to pick between sons, I would pick Zatch
Zatch
over Asta. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yes.
Same.
Asta's a little
Zatch
talker
is
short that
amazing.
yells.
I respect that opinion, man, but I love Asta.
That's fine.
I do.
If I had to pick between him and Zatch, I would pick Zatch. But you know, he's like I said, Asta's a really loud Tonka truck. Like, he's good at what he does, and he's reliable.
Zatch is like the gullible like kid that
Zatch is a pure heart.
he has a pure heart.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Spoilers, wait till you watch episode 5. You are going to lose it, my friend.
I'm trying to figure out what's the fifth episode. Oh yeah, episode 5 is amazing. Oh, so good. But Zatch Bell, I'm trying to figure out where can I watch it.
I was watching it somewhere for a minute. I think it was on Netflix for a little while.
It could be on Hulu.
That sounds
It could be on
about right.
Hulu.
The only place,
Hulu.
the only place to watch it is on iTunes. Wow.
It's the last place I go to watch stuff.
Right, that's the only way.
I barely ever buy stuff from iTunes. Like period.
Yeah,
In
it's
the world
not.
of, in the world of streaming. I don't buy shit on iTunes.
It's on no Crunchyroll, no Funimation, no Hulu, nowhere. Wow, no anime
interesting.
streaming, no Prime either. And Prime has weird type of licensing, and they don't even have it. Wow.
Huh.
Yeah,
Alright.
I would really because I never finished Zatch Bell because the Cartoon Network just cut it off, so I don't know where it ended.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it ends. So I probably might just one day to read the manga because
You should. It's good. Like
It's
like
good.
Zatch Bell's legitimately good. Like
I
really
know.
enjoy that.
Like
I
I
know
love
I-
Zatch Bell.
I need to watch that movie too.
There's
Like,
a movie.
There's
I
a
didn't know
movie?
that.
There's a movie.
Did I
Okay.
know that? Oh, wow.
They never showed it in Toonami, but there was a Zatch Bell movie.
Okay.
I think it was like the epilogue of it too.
Oh, that'd be nice.
It is an epilogue actually. I just
How many
didn't
is
want.
that? How many chapters is that spell? I actually see.
It's actually a lot. It actually is a lot. That
Well,
will keep you busy.
That
Man,
ain't that bad. 323.
I think I told that story in the show about like speaking of stories that you just never got to finish. So there was it Busho Renkin, the series that the Rurouni Kenshin creator started.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden it just stopped happening, and I was like, "What happened?" And then years later I found out because he went to jail. Yes. Oh yeah. He's big time like pedophile. So yeah, he went to jail.
He went to jail.
He went to jail.
He went to jail.
Yeah, bro, it was real bad. Real bad.
And
are they still in jail? Actually,
is he?
correct, yes.
Probably he should be.
Still in jail.
Yeah.
He should never get out. Let me tell you.
Since we're on the topic of that as well, I started to read the creator from Toriko, his new series called Build King. It doesn't hit me. I read 5
somebody
chapters.
was asking me about that the other day, and I read the first chapter and never went back.
Same here.
I never even touched it.
I read 5 chapters and I'm like, you know what? I'm good. Drop. I just couldn't do it. Like I just don't find no interest in the story. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm just call it a day.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a good question in chat. Where is? Will there be webtoon reviews this year from them?
From us, we will.
Yeah.
We will be doing more solo leveling. That's for sure. Other than solo leveling, I would like for us to read Tower God of High School.
I would like for us to be caught up on God of High School and Tower of God, to be honest.
I don't mind doing that.
Let's see, and then
it is a lot to read.
Well, that and then there's the solo leveling author's other story that is currently still on Webtoon.
Orion Remina or something like that.
I thought it was like omnipotent or something like that. And then the advanced player of the tutorial tower, that I would also like for us to read.
Where is that thing?
So there's a few.
I would like for us to read Skeleton Soldier Can't Protect the Dungeon.
Sam?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
you read it? Oh, you read a few chapters, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Sometimes I'm just like chilling, and so that's what I guess what I do. So then Hardcore Leveling Warrior, which I heard
that was good too.
Deor, or so Deor, I like that one too. Omniscient Reader is the other one I was talking about.
See it.
Yeah, that's the one that's by the solo leveling dude.
Yeah,
definitely still super good.
That's from the artist. That's from the artist from it. And plus you could tell because the same MC almost looks the same as Sung Jin Woo. So it's literally literally almost look like cousins.
That's his style, but I love his art.
His art is freaking amazing.
So good.
Because
but there will be more webtoons because I like webtoons are great, and I'm glad that more people are getting into webtoons.
And plus, our own friends from Shade of Red and also Team God Punch will be releasing more chapters this year, so we will also be covering those as well, which you guys should read as well.
And if you know any other ones that we should be know, want us to check out, let us know because I read all of them. They're free. I read them, so let me know.
Yeah, just put it on a Twitter hashtag or put it on Discord, and then I'll send it to Ray and James if you put it guys on Discord because I'll forward it to them because Ray and Sam, you guys are public about being on Team Shade of Red, right?
Not yet.
Didn't he just tweet about it?
Yeah, but I said right. I'm like,
he spoils everything. So yeah, but yeah, he just tweeted about it.
He did. Oh yeah, he said it. He said I'm not supposed to do this yet, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yep.
I forget about that.
You guys are gonna love Shade of Red. The dude has some really great ideas, and it's gonna be awesome. So stay tuned.
Yeah, I just can't wait to see it by the year 2024. Chapter 10 finally came out. That's nice.
That's more God Punch than us.
Yeah, Pat, where's my God Punch, bro?
That's true. He did say chapter 4 is almost done in December when I did the poll.
Put down the horny tweets and give me my chapter 4, bro. And then I work with Blade Titans. Give me that too.
Yeah. Really excited for Blade Titans.
I know you're thirsty, bro, but I'm thirsty for more of that content. Give it. All right? I know it's out there. I want
I mean,
it.
isn't the whole thing with God Punches that they might, get picked up by a
Right,
certain
yes.
platform?
Might. Which I'm hoping for actually. So but please though, you know me. Slide my DMs.
Yeah, right.
Well,
I
we
just
do.
want to read it.
Well, we do have chapters 1 through 10 story, but we just don't have the art yet. So like,
I know.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like,
yeah.
so
I
like,
know.
I want to see it on paper. I want to see it drawn.
That's like giving me the bun and the cheese and the pickles and stuff, but I ain't got no meat.
It's a vegan burger.
Give me.
But James, since we're in this transition, want to talk about our new show next week?
Yeah. So Vash and I are starting a show called Villains. It is going to be on my YouTube channel, Careful for Spoilers, where we are going to be talking about everything in the world of Marvel, DC, Star Wars. We're going to be talking about news from each week, and we're going to be doing recaps of like the Disney Plus Marvel shows. We're going to be talking about the Disney Plus Star Wars shows, the CW DC shows, HBO Max DC shows. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to kick it off with WandaVision and the Batwoman season 2 premiere. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Like, we wanted to do this show to pay homage to a creator that we love. He started off at AMC doing AMC Heroes that turned into Collider Heroes. And then when he passed, of course, they tried to keep the torch going, but then eventually ended the show. But yeah, we're going to be doing that show. It's going to be a lot of fun. Vash and I have been wanting to talk about comics and just like comic book movies and TV shows for a long time. So yeah, stay tuned. It's going to be a weekly live show every Friday. The first episode is going to be this Monday so that we can cover the Batwoman premiere. But yeah, every Friday it's going to be Villains. We haven't talked about what time yet, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And I hope you guys stop by.
It's very exciting.
I'm excited. I'm excited about that. I want to see this because that's the stuff that there's only so much time in a day.
Yeah.
And I have anime, manga, and video games. That's what I got.
Yeah.
So, and like me, I'm just excited because like that first week, which is next week, is going to be the 18th and 22nd, where people are going to get 2 shows, and then after that is going to be 1 show a week. But it's just exciting to finally have the platform just talk the actual goodness of comic books and Star Wars altogether, like news of where WandaVision literally comes out this Friday, aka in 24 hours, because technically it would be coming at in 3 a.m. EST for us, so technically in 25 hours.
Guess I'm gonna have to get up and watch that because people gonna have it all over the internet. So
same here. That's what we're doing.
I plan on watching it at like 2 a.m. and do like a really quick like first impressions video.
I'm very excited because that's what I'm gonna be doing as well. Because I'm gonna stay up.
That's like me and you old school when we were doing manga chapters in sort of way.
But it's just exciting to finally talk about comic books and everything in his own platform. So I can't wait to do this with James and RJ. So if you guys have not yet, go subscribe to Careful Spoilers. The link is down below in the description. So if you guys want to be up with us, definitely go check it out. And we'll be live every Friday, except for this Monday, which will be there. But for the future, it'll be every Friday.
Okay, bet. You love to see it. I definitely do. So I'm excited about that. It'll be good. But hey, so question for you. I guess we never really talked about our top anime from 2020. We talked about disappointments. Y'all want to spend a little bit of time talking about stuff that we really liked from 2020?
Yeah.
So Sam, what did you like from 2020? What did you like?
I think I've mentioned this before, but the Sword Art Online World of Underworld was actually one of my tops into the 2020 year for sure.
Yeah.
Love is War Season 2.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna put Great Pretender, even though I have not even. I would definitely. It's actually. I mean, there wasn't much. Last year's anime has not been that great lately, and I'm like, yeah, I can put Great Pretender pretty up there because if they're gonna continue consistent with this and how Ray recommends this every single time episode, so far right now it's in top 10 right now, but again, 2020 didn't have as much of a great anime season, unfortunately, because of the COVID incident and stuff like that, and everything got pushed.
Mm-hmm.
So,
COVIDs.
Wear your dang mask, Chad. Golly, or just stay your ass at home.
And plus, if you have the COVID, tell your people. Don't just go hang out during the holidays.
Don't do that, because it'll make everybody mad.
Oh yeah,
everybody mad.
Everyone, and mess up their trip.
Yeah, not like I have any personal experience with this at all. But so I don't know. I'm just gonna spoil it for you. I think my favorite anime from last year became Great Pretender. Great Pretender was legitimately that good to me. Like legitimately that good. I enjoyed it start to finish because it takes turns that you just don't expect. I'll be very honest. And I don't know, all the characters are likable, and what they're doing is like, oh yeah, that's great. Like yeah, get them is basically what it becomes. And I don't know. I really, 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 really liked it. But I'm like, all right, but what else? I mean, of course, we got our favorite stuff, the My Heroes and all that fun stuff. But it's like that was something that to me stuck out because it was different.
Yeah.
And the way that they like pulled it off, and I was surprised. I was like, all right, this is a Netflix legitimate like anime. And I'm like, no, I really like this. Kind of like how Villain Saga was like our favorite from the previous year, and just Amazon specific, So I'm like, this is crazy. It's getting like there's competition out there now for these services, and I'm like, this is good. I like it. And Haikyuu is also up there. Haikyuu is great. Okay. God, it's so good. The hype is almost like, I don't know, man. That show knows how to like bring hype, and it's so good at it.
For me, I still need to finish 2 animes of 2020. Was Rent a Girlfriend and plus Tonikawa, which I really like a lot. It's like slice of life comedy and love and everything, rom-com and everything. So I had to see those. Digimon is in my top 5 of 2020. Like I really enjoy it. Like,
5.
It was good. Like good story, improve like the story overall. It was actually entertaining. Like, it actually had a good time with it. So I don't know. Like I just fuck with it. Like yo.
And like if
that's okay.
Yeah. If me and Miguel had the time, we would try to finish the season 3 of Don Machi as well. Like, is it wrong to pick up Girls Not Touching?
Which we plan to this weekend? Yeah.
Did that come out last year?
Correct, it did.
Yeah, it was last season.
Literally
fall.
That was my biggest disappointment.
Really?
Wait, but you didn't finish it though.
No, I didn't finish it.
Yeah, but I'll say, wait, what?
No.
That's why
it's a disappointment.
What I enjoyed last year as well, 2 other O and A just like Great Pretender. It was Baki. I enjoyed Baki. It was my top 10. Like it was actually good, enjoyable. Even though BNA wasn't that great ending story, I had a good time with the opening, the animation, the characters. It was a good. I guess I'm trying to give it to the not nomination. Honorable mention. That's what I'm trying to give it for.
All right.
Like,
all right.
It was fun to watch and everything. Do I have anything great that really stood out for me? Like,
Dorohedoro was.
Thank you. That was literally what I was about to say. Dorohedoro was another good one. That I really, really liked, and just kind of caught me by surprise.
It's a trip. That's a trip anime.
I mean, I'll be honest. So like my number 1 and number 2. So Great Pretender. Number 2, Jujutsu Kaisen. Did really, really well this year. I'm really happy with the way the adaptation is going. Like it's great. I love it. And if they keep up this pace, they're gonna do just fine. Like they're gonna do great. I'm really excited about it, and I hope they keep doing what they're doing. Essentially, like don't stop. And then I think 3rd for me would be Fire Force season 2.
My number 3 is Golden Kamuy season 3.
I thought you were going to bring that up. I need to get caught up on that.
It is kind of like Gintama, kind of weird comedy, but also can be serious. But literally the next minute could turn like comedy.
I mean, and then overall being like Attack on Titan technically started last year, technically, but it's like I can't really count it because it literally started in December.
Yeah,
so it's like so it's like I would love to count it, but I think I'm just gonna like slap it on to this year. I want to give a shout out to Pokemon Twilight Wings. I actually really, really like that.
Oh yeah, me too.
I really enjoyed it. Like that's kind of my Digimon for the year. Like I legitimately enjoyed that. It was fun. Let's see, what else can I think of that I really, really liked?
I'll give a few while you think.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So my favorites from 2020, No Guns Life season 2.
Right.
I really like No Guns Life. One of the biggest highlights for me at 2020 was the Misfit of Demon King Academy.
Okay.
Like I love that anime. You know how I feel about OP characters,
Mhm.
and Anos is a great MC. I love that.
he's great.
Rent a Girlfriend was a really nice palate cleanser. Like it's different from anything else I was watching, so I enjoyed that. Another sleeper that I really liked was I Don't Want to Get Hurt, so I'll max out my defense.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the main character, she's an amazing MC. She's so much fun. She reminds me of the MC from SAO, the
Kirito?
no, the spin-off series. What was it called again?
Mine or something like
With the
Mine?
guns.
It's called Gonna Get Online.
Oh yeah, Gun
Yeah,
Gale
Gun
Online.
Gale Online. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so the MC of this anime reminds me of her. And then the last one that I wanted to bring attention to was It Invaded.
I
It
was gonna bring that up
was
too.
really
That was actually
cool,
pretty cool.
psychological
I liked
thriller
it.
type anime, and I really enjoyed it. So
Yeah.
yeah, those were my highlights for 2020 for sure.
Okay. And one
That was
real quick before I forget, keep your hands off of Aizuken. I love that anime. So you want like top quality anime and just like a fun story. That's what you need to go watch. Straight up, very good. I don't regret any time I spent with that. It's very
Sam,
good.
thank you so much. Maple is awesome. Love Maple.
Oh man, there was so much good stuff last. Like I said, there's a lot of duds, but there's a lot of really good stuff last year. So
Yeah.
and I always appreciate that. I'm excited to see what we get this year, because I mean, there's potential for a lot more stuff this year too.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, this year is gonna be fire, man. Like
Everything that was supposed to be last year is now this
Yeah.
year.
We're getting Bleach back. We're getting Shaman King back.
Yeah.
Which those two alone for me, it's like
Yeah,
Bro.
Bleach.
I want you guys to get into Log Horizon. Like I
Really?
think you guys would
Season
actually
2.
like Log Horizon. Season 3 starts this year.
Oh, 3, dude.
No,
Okay.
it starts
And
tomorrow.
Log Horizon is dope. Like I actually think you would really like the MC. Like he's
Okay.
hyper intelligent. He can also kick a lot of ass. Like his guild is really cool. I think you'll like it.
okay. I mean, because I fell in love with Soul Leveling, so I'm about that. I'm about
Yeah,
that life.
I think you'll like it.
Yeah, because Lock Horizon comes out tomorrow, James.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Yeah, it comes
Yeah,
out
I have
tomorrow.
to finish season 2, but I think it's dope, man. The first season, I saw Log Horizon immediately after SAO. After I saw the first season of SAO, I was trying to find anything that was close to it, and Log Horizon's great.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Lock Horizon comes out Wednesday, so it technically came out today.
Oh, okay.
dope.
Is it where's it at?
I'll tell you in
That is a good
2
question.
seconds. Funimation.
Don't
Lock
say
Horizon. Well, Lock
If
Horizon.
it's on Funimation, then more than likely it's on Hulu too.
I'm about to check
More
for it
than
right
like-
now. I'll tell you right now. In
It's
10
like Ray,
seconds.
but you're missing out on so much. Yeah, I know. I'm stubborn and petty. Don't forget this.
I mean,
Lock
like,
Horizon is on Hulu, and it has season 1. I mean, season 2 only. Oh my god!
Wait,
Oh,
what?
really?
It has only season 2 only
Wait,
on
what?
Hulu.
That's weird.
Yep, it has only season 2.
So who has season 1? Just Funimation?
Yeah, I
Give
don't
me
know.
a second. You know, it takes time to go to different tabs.
True.
So if you want, you know, you guys can talk. While I do the
Yeah,
search.
but the MC of Log Horizon, like he wins with his smarts, and he uses like his magic and everything as an accent to his smarts. So I really like that.
It sounded a
Okay.
little like Code
So,
Geass a little bit.
Yeah, it sounds like
Yeah. Yeah.
what Cheap Magician could have been if it was good.
Damn.
Sorry, I had to get that shot in. Sorry. Oh
So
man.
Lock Horizon is on season. That's so weird. Funimation has Lock Horizon season 1 and 3, but don't have season 2. But Hulu has season 2.
Okay.
Licensing, man.
Yeah, licensing
You know how that
sucks. Yeah, it's like whoever picks it up, and they do that on purpose.
I
So,
guess Funimation's waiting for Sony to buy 100% of Hulu, I guess.
potentially.
Yeah. Oh, I'm really excited for Beastars season 2.
Ah, yes.
Gotta have it.
I did like. So did Beastars season 1 come out last year?
Yes. No. Wait.
No.
2019.
No, 2020. That was 2019, wasn't it?
That was
2019.
2019.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. 2020 felt like 5 years.
Oh my God.
And Ludi, I have heard about Wonder Egg Priority. I don't know how that is. I keep hearing about it.
The animation looks beautiful. I don't know what's been going on, but it actually looks pretty. Looks really
Hold
pretty.
up.
Actually,
Let me see what is it. I'm trying to see. Where's
Wonder
anime?
Egg Priority. Interesting.
it's also by Funimation. It's also by Funimation.
Well, oh, by the way, I forgot that Sam and Miguel's favorite anime did come out last year. It's Do You Love Your Mom and Her Two Multi-Target Attacks.
I thought that was 2019.
No,
I'm
Sam,
pretty sure that was last year.
that's probably winter. No, that was 2019. I just searched right here.
That was 2019.
Was it?
Seriously?
Wait, what? Beastars or the one I just talked about?
The
No,
mom.
the one you're just talking about.
Do You Love Your Mom and Her Two-Hit Multi-Hit Target is 2019. The OVA,
okay.
The OVA was 2020.
Oh, there was an OVA. That makes sense.
They bothered with an OVA.
Of course they did.
This was 2019 summer release.
Degenerates.
Summer
Yeah.
2019.
Summer.
Ew.
It's like who
Don't do that with your mom. No.
Who thought that the story was a good idea?
There's so many other things that you could do with
It's
that kind of
Japan.
story.
Have you seen their titles called The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime? Is it possible? Is it possible to pick up girls in a dungeon? Like the weird ass titles.
I was just gonna bring up Mushoku Tensei. Jobless.
I mean, the
Reincarnation.
title's fine. It's just the subject matter of the story. It's
I
weird.
mean, like the plot, if you like the plot should be interesting, but like then it's like,
But James,
that's your
how
mom.
how does this title sound good to watch? Do you love your mom and her two-hit multi-target attacks? With a question mark.
Hear me out. So I think it's different, right? We've always seen people get teleported to another world. We've seen them be teleported with friends.
Mhm.
We've never actually seen someone be teleported with their mom. And then on top of that, their mom is more OP than them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's completely different. It's something we've never seen before. So it should have been interesting. It could have been quirky and funny, but it's just like, nah, doesn't work.
For Ludi, me and Sam did react to Jobless anime. So we are having that for this past Sunday. We have it on the day of. But from here on forward, since we do cover mangas, it'll be coming out Monday mornings. But if there's no mangas that day, it will be coming out that morning before Attack on Titan, before me and Ray. But the Jobless, we react to. Me and Sam have the only one seeing it. James and Ray didn't have time to watch it. It's good. I love the animation. Way better than it is. And it's a new studio too. But Sam, you said it's a spin-off studio, right? From IG or from someone else, right?
It is a spin-off studio, but they're from the good parts of the studio.
Yeah,
too.
it's a
They're
beautiful.
they're from the good studio.
It's not like it's from Studio Dean, but it
Oh
looks
my
amazing.
God.
By the way, from Studio Dean, quick tangent. I saw the opening from the Seven Deadly Sins. Yo, the opening and ending is actually good.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
It's actually but like
Is
it's
it
actually
good music though? Is it
Yes,
like-
it's actually nice.
Yeah,
And this,
dude,
yo,
the
as-
problem is the portrayal
But
of
wait.
violence.
But I saw the episode, which I saw it from an illegal site. It's not bad actually. The animation.
No, we just said we don't support the illegal site. You liar!
I was bored at work. I was not trying to be at work, so I was like, "Hold up, let me just see what this like." Not the whole episode. I saw like 5 minutes because I saw a clip, and it's actually not bad. The animation improved from Studio Dean and everything. Like they probably put more money, animators. I don't know what they did, but they actually put more effort for the 70 cents. I was very happy. Like, hey,
I'll be honest, dude. I don't have an issue with the animation besides like when it comes to the fight sequences, which is what people want to see.
Well,
like it.
Well, the 5 minutes I saw, I didn't see a lot of fights. So I can't really, I can't really counter that argument about the fight if they improve it. But from the animation wise, they actually put more effort in it, so I'm very happy about that. And
So yeah, I found it. The Studio Bind does Jobless Reincarnation, and they're the same studio who did Is It Wrong to Pick Up Dungeon, Girls in a Dungeon, SAO, Psyche K,
Yo,
The
Psyche K is so much fun.
I
It's
need
so funny.
okay. I need to start it.
Dude, it's on
Start
Netflix
it.
in
I
dub.
know.
Just start the
I
first.
know. I just need
You'll
to
laugh
start
your
it.
ass off.
Yeah.
they
I'm
also
too busy rewatching The Mandalorian.
I don't blame you.
I love
don't blame
Mandalorian.
I don't
at
blame
all.
you, which is like totally fine.
I finally found something that I can rewatch, and I'm like, yep, I like this. So
James, also the same people who did the studios of production of No Guns Life.
Okay.
Oh, question.
I'm
Did
on
you
board
guys
with that.
see the Eden Zero trailer?
I did.
I
love
like
it.
it actually. I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Interesting concept of about Shiki gravity power, but having little kind of like a rainbow scheme. It shows that he's actually using his gravity power. Really interesting concept for it. It grew on me. At first it was like, what the fuck they're doing? But now like the more I see the trailer and the GIF I've seen, through the Twitter timeline, it's like not bad. Interesting concept. Instead of having some type of Super Saiyan aurora around him, showing that he's using gravity or anything like that. They use this type of concept showing that he's going up and down, flying in a way. It's pretty interesting. It's very different.
Yes, Ludi. We just said it. They are the spin-off. Studio Vines, the spin-off studio White Fox, and
Yes,
Egg,
from White Fox. Okay.
and Studio Egg Firm.
Oh.
But yeah, the Eden Zero, looks great, honestly. But the thing is, I don't want it to have that same feeling like I did when we try to go back into fairy tale anime, though. That's the only thing I'm scared of. Like, it looks great, and the story is not bad. It's actually pretty good. But I don't want to get that fairy tale treatment sort of way. Nothing wrong with the animation. It's just like their pacing was very, very slow, and we just couldn't continue with the entire fairy tale anime for sure.
I want to finish Fairy Tail at some point, but I just don't know when that's gonna happen. There's so many other things that I need to read, that I need to watch.
So I'm probably gonna I hate to say it, I'm probably gonna watch Eden Zero, but I'm never going back to Fairy Tale.
Because I mean, it sucks, right? Because Urza is one of my favorite female characters in anime, easily top 5 for me. It sucks that I can't really enjoy Fairy Tail as much as I want to.
But thing is that Eden Zero is being done by JC Staff, and JC Staff is not the one that did Fairy Tail. So I think they're in good hands because they're the ones that did Danmachi, Food Wars 5th Plate, and they're also doing the one that Sam is excited for that's coming out this year, The Way of the Husband of the House Husband.
Awesome. Yes, I'm
excited for that.
That's gonna be on Netflix too, and Netflix is gonna hit this one as well.
Yeah, so I think they're in good hands with Eden Zero from JC Staff. I heard a lot of good things about it, so I'm very excited for it.
I mean, they also did Psyche K.
And by the way, Ray, from the comment, all this is right. Eden Zero is a lot more like Rave Master and less Fairy Tail.
And that's why I like the look of it. Thank you so much for saying that, because it's something I thought and I didn't say out loud. But yeah, it looks way more like Rave Master, which to me is his best series, period. So that makes me very happy. And that's why I will be watching Eden Zero.
For the little much I have read about Rave Master, is Rave Master, Eden Zero,
Rave Master is one of my goats, straight up. It's not one that gets talked about very often, but I loved Rave Master. Rave Master was a ton of fun.
Yeah,
loved it.
I think I've read it. I think it's only 180 or 100.
It's pretty. I think it's fairly short. It's. I feel like it's something that you should absolutely read. It's definitely, you can see where his style comes from in Rave Master. There's a lot of it in Fairy Tail, but none of the good stuff.
So James, Rave Master's 298 chapters. I read half that because I read around 160 to 180 then. Yeah,
that's not bad.
Yeah, I like Rave Master a lot.
And another question from Ludi was that if we watch Horimaya, I haven't seen that, but I heard a lot of popular things about it.
Yeah, I heard that was popular too.
It's like a rom-com. Yeah, it is like a slice of life mix of rom-com. It's like a couple and everything like that. I haven't watched it, but eventually I might watch it before bed on Discord or anything like that. But I'm very excited for it. This season has a lot of good hitters, which is most stuff from last year because of 2020. But I'm very excited for this year of anime because it's like this year anime is gonna be well packed with a lot of good content.
Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff. I mean, we're getting Stone Wars and Doctor Stone. We're
Tomorrow
getting
or in 12 hours.
the sister school event in Jujutsu Kaisen.
This Friday comes back.
We're getting Shaman King. We're getting Bleach, like we talked about. There's a lot of, and that's just like a bunch of like mainstream stuff that we mentioned. Like, there's a bunch of good stuff coming out this year. I'm really excited about. So, please, and I mean, if y'all want to give us a solo leveling announcement, I'll take it.
And
Just
plus,
saying.
if you guys know any sleeper anime that you guys know our taste, if you guys want to recommend us any series, just hit up us on Twitter and just let us know.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, are you guys excited for this Skate anime at all?
I've seen good things. There's only one problem.
It's a Funimation.
Funimation. Look, I love Funimation. It's just that
Hold up.
They got that Sony money. They got that Sony money for more licenses.
Is that on Hulu? Hold up. I'll check for you right now. It's on Hulu.
Oh, thanks.
Because me and Sam were gonna watch it, but we just didn't have time Saturday. But
it actually looks really good.
a lot of people
Yeah,
said a lot of people told me that it's like the Tony Hawk of anime. I'm like, that's a high.
I mean, it's kind of like like Air Gear, but with skateboards, and like it's extreme. You know, it's pretty lit. But sorry, I was too busy watching Busted challenge videos instead.
Isn't there like RP?
and plus that Saturday was the same day for the D&D session too.
James knew.
Let's see.
Oh man. But yeah, it looks good. Like, a lot of people have said really good. Like, people that I like really trust have said a lot of really good things about it. So
yeah,
can't be bad. But no, we got a lot of stuff. I guess one day I'll get into Gintama. We'll see.
Oh yeah. As much as I like,
I've never even seen an episode.
Yeah, I've seen like one or two.
I've seen one or two, but myself, I won't watch it as well. It's not because I don't want to, just I don't have the time for it. That's like 300 something episodes where I'm like, I'd rather watch other content.
Same.
And Ray, Skate is only on Funimation.
Sorry, Skate, you gonna have to wait.
But one I'm curious to watch the Sam as well is So I'm a Spider, So What? That's another Crunchyroll original.
I saw that on the lineup. I'm curious to see like what it's about.
The first episode's out, but it's a weird direction because
So-
I read the manga for it, but I don't know. Nobody's able to scan as much of it, and I can't really catch up as much, and I can't catch up to current of where Japan has it.
So from what I heard from people that I trust, like Ray said, I heard good things about it. It has a current rating on AniList. It's a 7.71. So that's like a good solid 7. You know, a good solid.
Average. It's average.
It's average. But
I just can't get used to the CG main character that sort of way.
But average is not bad because average being a solid 7 is not bad.
Like that, it's like the same kind of animation style they did with Goblin Slayer for the main character.
No, I disagree. This one looks better, Sam.
Well, yeah, of course, like slightly much better because it's not a dark environment. This is all much more brighter.
There's a Godzilla anime coming from Bones.
Yes, bro. I am very excited about this because it legitimately looks pretty decent. If y'all don't know, I'm a very big fan of kaiju and mech, like anything.
Kaiju number 8.
That Godzilla anime actually looks pretty lit. It should be. I think it's Netflix.
Nice.
Yeah,
Netflix.
Yeah.
The anime movies Netflix did were pretty good.
Yeah,
I still haven't watched them. Sam has told me about it because he watched them. I still need to watch them, like the 1, 2, and 3. I still am curious to see how they're gonna do Kong versus Godzilla, but that's a whole different topic. But it's just that still makes me curious to know how the F is that gonna happen.
I mean, they set it up really well, man. So
True.
I'm very, very excited to see it.
But the Godzilla anime, and also I'm waiting for the freaking anime of the Pacific Rim as well. Like, it's been 3 years.
The World Ends With You anime.
Oh yes, it's spring too.
Yeah.
It's spring.
Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah, but it's in spring.
Yes.
And that World Ends With You is gonna be with Ray and Sam. So I'm curious to know how that reaction from them two is gonna be.
It's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah. Like we love the game, we know the lore and stuff. Hopefully they don't cut up too much and stuff like that. But yeah, we have some confidence in it.
A little bit, based on the source material, you know. So
yeah, since they're already gonna have a whole sequel video game for it. I mean,
right.
It's gonna be definitely an exciting year for anime. So man, sometimes people
I want y'all to let us know what y'all favorite stuff's gonna be, because I mean it's gonna be a good year. Like seriously, what do you want to see this year? If something hasn't been announced yet, what do y'all want to see? Let me know. I mean, I still am very partial to anything potentially solo leveling related, but mostly Chainsaw Man. I want that.
I want to see Undead Unlock anime.
I agree.
I agree.
Like to see that.
Sick, man.
Yo, like just to see Andy's power. I'm curious to know how they're gonna do the whole blood, because you know my dude bleeds a lot. So
I mean, they are now. I feel like moving things to appropriate time slots so they can like keep certain.
That is true. It's because just like the JK. So
it comes on later. So like they can get away with more essentially. So
and plus Mashal, a Harry Potter anime. I know James will love it. I know James will love it.
See, Mashal, I'd be much more inclined to watch than read, because I feel like that comedy would come off better in anime. I mean, it's fine, but like I feel like animated, it would just work better.
Imagine the stone face, just like
just
like Saitama, but just the same lines like that. Like
okay,
I'm just eating my biscuit.
Yep.
Okay,
I would love that. Like
it's like, amazing.
What's the studio that does Dr. Stone?
IG.
Yeah, I feel like they could do Mashal like wonderfully.
Yo, their animation for Dr. Stone is incredible.
It's so good. I'm actually really, like I'm legitimately excited about season 2 of Dr. Stone. So I'm excited.
Tomorrow.
I'm excited to watch that.
Later in a few hours.
Later today.
Actually, scratch that. It's not IG. That's probably the parent. The actual studio is called TMS Entertainment.
Okay, then they could do a Mashal. Sure. Yes, please.
Sure.
So let's get that.
I'm showing Mia Dr. Stone season 2. We have season 1. Sorry, we have 4 episodes left, and then we're gonna start season 2.
So my wife watched all of Dr. Stone season 1 with me, and so we're gonna watch season 2 together.
My girl.
The dub's pretty good.
Yeah. She watched subtitle. She watched the subtitle with me, so I was like, okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm still bothered by hearing his name, Sukasa, because I feel like I'm hearing Tu casa, like in Spanish. I'm like, Su casa. I'm like, what if like you're saying like Tu casa, like
your home. Mi casa, your home.
Su casa. Like it almost sounds the same.
Like unrelated funny note. So my wife, she watches some anime with me sometimes. I'm like, yeah, you should watch this one. I think you'll like it. So we started Brotherhood, and once we got to the Tucker episode, and she said, I'm out. After that, she was like, nope, I'm done.
Yeah, it's heavy, man.
I was like, that makes sense. Like I had warned her before, but she was like, nope, I'm done.
I understand.
I respect that.
I get it. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot.
It really is. But
at least you warn her. You're not like those people. Yeah, you're not like those ass. Just like, I can't wait to get this.
She'll hate The Promised Neverland.
Oh yes, exactly. I've never showed her that.
No,
I'm trying to catch up in that one right now.
Because the first episode, a kid just gets eaten, so it's like, oh shit, damn.
Yeah, it's like, okay, but no, bro. I really want a Yu-Gi-Oh reboot that follows the manga. Same. I want a Pokemon reboot that follows the manga. There was that one series that kind of did, but it was stupid short.
Yeah, it was
short. I would love for them to make that a full series.
I also love to see Red. Yeah,
with Red and Blue. Like I would love for that to have been like a full series. I would have watched the shit out of that.
4 episodes.
What was that called? Because now I'm gonna watch that before I go to sleep.
Because that was Otis. Because it did something different where they established Mega Evolution with
what was that? Origins. Yeah.
And plus Otis. If we have a reboot, if we have a freaking reboot of Yu-Gi-Oh, they're still not gonna do the whole Shadow games as it did in the manga, because they did in the manga is very different.
Yeah, Pokemon Origins fucking
To Your Eternity is something I'm looking forward with. Me and Vash is gonna be looking forward.
Yes, Sam kept telling me we need to react to it. I'm like, okay, I trust you, because
y'all want how much money for this? Oh, suck my ass. I'm mad. I don't remember how I watched those before, but I did not pay money for them.
That's a great way to understand it. What's funny, I was about to say, like, yo, Sam, I think you should wrap it up, but, like, with that comment, I'm like...
After that, I'm like, good night, everybody.
I'm like, all right, guys.
Well, I'm green with envy, so take us home, Sam.
Thank you guys for watching or listening to this podcast. We hope you guys had a good time with us. James, Ray, please give us your plugs, gentlemen.
James, take it away.
Yeah, you guys can follow me here every single week on Anime Lately. You will also be able to find me on my channel every single week where I do reaction videos, movie reviews, and every Friday, Vash and I will be doing villains. It's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you guys are following me on social media at JB Exclusive and at C4 Spoilers. And yeah, watch Isekai Cheat Magician.
No, stop telling them to do that. But if it got them to come just check out Careful for Spoilers, I guess that's fine. But, you know, I'm not happy about it, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, you should definitely check out all those things because I'm really excited about Villains. That's a really fun project that I'm like, they've been talking about doing this forever, and I'm really glad they're finally doing it. So this will be a good time for everybody involved. But you know me, and if you don't, I'm Ray Apollo, RAYAPOLO. I create content on the internet. I'm a Twitch streamer. I put stuff on YouTube, but mostly now a lot of Pokemon card openings. But I also react to a lot of stuff here on the Anime Lately channel. Check it out on Sundays. We're still watching and reacting to Attack on Titan, which I am loving every minute of. So come and check out all those things. If you want a real good time, follow me on Twitter. A lot of dank memes. So have a good time. I'm Ray Apollo everywhere, but just follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. If you follow me on Instagram, ain't nothing there. Okay.
And plus OnlyFans for twerking.
People keep following me on Instagram. And I'm like, stop following me here. I don't post here all the time. I guess I should start posting there more. People keep following me on Instagram. So there we go. But yeah.
How about TikTok?
I mean, I put stuff on there sometimes. Yeah. It's mostly my dogs though.
And I didn't even know you were on TikTok, right?
Yeah, see? Because I don't talk about it.
Is it at Ray Apollo?
Yeah.
and plus follow Ray if you want to get him to 1,000 subscribers for OnlyFans to start twerking. You know, he's a man entertainer.
Shut up. Not on OnlyFans. My wife said I couldn't have one.
Anyway, and also La, appreciate that comment. Thank you for saying those good and kind words before we head out, and thank you guys for watching, listening for our first episode of the year, episode 79. We're about to reach 120 weeks, and we appreciate that.
We gotta do something big for 100, y'all.
That is very true. And definitely, guys, for watching the VOD, let us know what guests we would like to see. Roger coming back soon as well. We have also our friend from Worst Gen Podcast that will be joining us soon as well, our friend JB. So definitely a lot of things coming out for this year. Patreon.com/anime if you want to support us in an extended type of way. All those things, we're glad to appreciate it. Sam, take it away.
Thank you guys for listening. You can always follow me at Sam the Manga Man at all my social medias. We hope you had a good one, guys. Peace.